Yo, yo, from me and ZK, what's up, dude? You guys in the same place? That'd be cool. Is ZK in town, or are you over there? It's kind of weird. My sister was just in South Carolina. But what's up, guys? Good to see ya. We're doing some Satisfactory. I was just talking about how all of these refineries are making 4,400 iron ingots. In Atlanta now. Oh, cool, man. You on vacay? You got the family with you? Dude, mad props and congrats on the family, bro. I've seen the pictures on like Instagram and stuff, and I'm really happy for you. For those who don't know, me and Rookie Fro go way back. We were neighbors growing up. ZK as well. What's up, dude? How's your life going, man? I think you're a tad loud. Okay, that is something I can fix. How is that? So I adjusted it differently. It's the pickup is still higher, but I'm adjusting the volume. So how does that sound? I'm also still completely, that's good. So just needed the volume to come down a little bit, because one of the adjustments I made was I increased the pickup. So the microphone should hopefully do a little better, like when I lean back like this, when I'm flailing my limbs about. See, we went fishing today. I'm at his house. I'm at his house in Atlanta. That's super cool, man. No, you know, it's okay to interrupt me. If there's one thing I've been able to do, Your Majesty, it's run like 3 trains of thought at once. At least I think so. I constantly interrupt myself. But yeah, no, Rookie Fro, ZK, we go way back to the old Lincoln Elementary days. Wasn't it you who told me Mr. Pindar just retired? I should drop him a line. He's got to be on Facebook, right? When are we driving RC cars in the backyard? Soon as the freaking weather lets us, man. The rain. I haven't had a chance to get out there with them. Also, I bought a scooter. He did, maybe? I gotta find it. I just want to write him a letter or something, because, you know, I didn't have a whole bunch of great male role models growing up, but he definitely sticks out as one of them, man. I owe that guy a thank you, because there's no way I made it to the adult that I am today without him making an impact. Like I can't fathom a reality where he had zero impact on who I am today. Mad respect for that dude. But yeah, no, RC cars in the backyard, dude. I've been trying to throw a barbecue for like three separate occasions, but the weather has just summer isn't even here yet in Chicago, you know? The rain has not let up. I need it to dry up in the backyard, because it's been my backyard's been, because I don't really want to run the RC cars through sopping wet grass. But if it would ever freaking warm up, I'm trying to do it on like a Saturday night. So don't think I've forgotten. It's gonna happen. And if ZK's ever in town, we got to make that happen. That'd be awesome. But yeah, dude, I've been doing so much Satisfactory lately. It is just absolutely out of control. Speaking of control, we need to make radio control units. And I gotta see if why is that starving? Every time I see yellow where it's not supposed to be, like the little yellow lights, it drives me crazy. Yeah, circuit board. Oh wow, circuit boards are still. Oh, it's got to remanifold, because my circuit boards were starving because the silica. Silica's looking like it's pressurized again, which means we're making an abundance. And we gotta get the high-speed connectors run, and we gotta decide, are we gonna do 2? Ooh, MAM's done. We gotta do 2. We gotta probably do 2 manufacturers making supercomputers. Can you give a 2-second rundown of the end game here? For sure. I would love nothing more. So realistically, what we're doing here is we have been dropped on this planet to consume all the natural resources and send them back to presumably Earth. This is the space elevator. Actually, here, you guys want to see? Should we redo the space elevator animation? I've gotta move it. But we send resources up to that, and we're building it. And once we build it, we'll send resources back to Earth. We're gonna exploit this planet for everything it's got. But here, you want to see the animation? It's freaking awesome. I love this. We gotta move the space elevator and put it right here, but higher. So basically, anything you see, any building, any structure, I placed that. And what the best part about this game is it's really easy to build, and if you delete something, you get 100% of the resources back. So it's not like Minecraft where you gotta sit there and ding 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 ding. You just delete it. So So let's go space elevator right here. See, where do you see progress? Up in the, directly above me, where it says complete phase 4. So those are 4 products that we have to build. So for example, we need a assembler. The assembler will build the assembly director system. It produces 0.75 per minute, and we have to send 25,000. Oh, this is the cool part. This is the cool part. Watch, watch, watch. So we placed it, it opens up, and then wait for it. This is so cool. I love this animation. So it grabs on, and then I love how it like there's like tension. It like pulls on it, and then it connects the elevator. Dude, always, man. Don't even need to thank me for my time. It's literally what I'm doing here. We haven't really reached the point. You missed the DDR stream. I was doing Dance Dance Revolution for the first like hour of stream, and I'm still like cooling off from that. I was like, you know, I ran a mile basically. But yeah, no. So the other thing is though, this map is modified because oh, it was lurking. I hope you found yourself amused. This map is modified because like the products that have to go up the elevator, I have multiplied that by 50 times. So normally it's only what, like 100. It's only like 100 of the nuclear pasta that have to go up, but it's 5,000 on this map because everything is multiplied by 50x, so that I have to build more. So like for example, over here we're building these high-speed connectors. In a normal map, I would maybe build 2 manufacturers to produce these, but on this map I have to build 8 because I need so many. Otherwise, the only other alternative is to do my factory like normal, but then just wait hours and hours and hours and hours for it to build enough stuff, and that's not how we're solving problems here. Instead, we're doing stuff like what we did last night, where I'm building what, 24. There they are. This is like one of the coolest things I've ever done because I've never built a product line this like insane. I'm making 24 oscillators a minute, that's a lot. Like I got all of these machines are just to provide 3 separate products to feed these 24 manufacturers, and all of these are just to be able to produce 24 crystal oscillators a minute, and they're starting to back up. Damn, I gotta. Oh, that's right. We had to increase the computer production, but that's right. I was starving on circuit boards, and we might have to do more circuit boards. So we're going 20 a minute here. We need 20 per minute. I mean, I'm producing 100. So, or no, I'm producing 100 a minute. So that should be. We should still be good. I don't think we're gonna have to multiply the circuit board production yet, because that's only taken 5. This is where I've got to start. This is where I've got to start putting signs down. Where I'll start putting like smaller signs. Oh, you know what? I can put them around back. That way they're just kind of like hidden, but they're there, and I can just kind of. This is how I can kind of take notes, where it's like 20 to 22 computers. We'll change the layout here. So 20 to computers, and then because there comes times where it's like, okay, I'm making 100 and they're getting scattered all over the factory, and it's probably impossible to remember where everything is going. So I know there's some going to the controls. What are these called? The somethings. Adaptive control units. We're sending 12.5 there, which is not a lot. So that's 12.5 to that, and then this shouldn't be getting any. Oh, it is, but so that's 3 times 8 is 24. So that's 24 going to our product line for those. So that's still like a lot left over. Fall faster. Let's see, we watched you replace struts and shocks on the Miata last night. Super cool. We took that out. Actually, my nephew did the oil change and put a battery in it yesterday. I'm still deciding if I want to put a transmission in my HHR. It died a couple weeks ago, and I've been driving my Jeep, and it's my Grand Cherokee, and yeah, the garage is gone though. I did have to give that up. I gave it up last year, and then the guy who owned the building passed away. So I was gonna lose it anyway because he sold the building, and the new guy already did something with the garage, so I would have been evicted anyway. So I don't have the garage. I have just my little one-car garage attached to the house, but my tinkering days are over. I think I told you my hands don't work anymore. It's kind of a bummer. I can't handle tools anymore. I can do gaming. Gaming, fortunately, I still got that, and I can type. But even that, I have to limit it. But my nephew's the one who does all the work now, so he took out the Miata today. I actually, you know what? Let me ask him. Let me ask him how that went. So we're gonna do this. We'll just do this together, really quick. Hey man, how was the Miata today? Cool. I'll get that back from him. So the Miata hasn't been out of the garage since October, so that's good. But yeah, that thing rides great. I'll take you for a ride in it next time you come out here, for sure. It's not very impressive. It's really fast and down a steep incline. Like with the top down, at least it feels fast because it's very light. Let's see. We need to go. So that's 20 to computers. Driving very good. That's great. 12.5. Oh no, it's 24. 24 going to, what are those going to? Connectors, high-speed connectors. High speed. Just put SPD on. I don't know what that means. High-speed connect. Okay, and then it was 12.5 to, what are those going to? 12.5 to the adaptive control units. Adaptive CTRL unit. Let's take adaptive control. I'll know what that means. So this is something I start doing once the product lines start getting just out of control, because it's hard to keep up with we got, circuit boards and whatnot. I got 100 of them, and trying to keep track of how many I have left over. So that I've got what? So that's 20. So that's 44 plus 12. That's 50 something. 56.5. So I still have like 40 circuit boards to work with, which we're gonna need, because that means I can effectively double the computer output, which is still might not be enough, but we're certainly gonna try. So all we're gonna do this the easy-ish way. Easy is a relative term at this point, but what we're gonna do is just take this, and do we need this staircase? I could probably eliminate this staircase and just take this space up. At this point, we can fly, so the stairs are kind of redundant. I mean, they look pretty. Stairs are basically for aesthetics at this point. Oh, I wonder how the this I just got reminded. I wonder how the what's that darn thing with the? I wonder how the Evil West soundtrack would work. We might grab that, throw it in the lineup. I need video game soundtracks. I need video game soundtracks that fit the vibe of this game. I need more, because we end up streaming this game so much that I need music that's... But I like using video game music because I don't really worry about DMCA takedowns with that. So we're only going to be able to fit one here anyway. Maybe we'll go 2 in front, 2 behind. Or we just move the product line altogether, but I think we don't have to... I don't think we have to do that. How does it look under the floor here? That's a good question. Not bad. Those are just the inputs. I don't even know where that is or what it's doing. What is this? What do we got? What is this going? That's an output. So is that the overflow? Oh no, this is literally the output for the computers, isn't it? Yeah, there they go. And that's right, they were starving. That's why it's not pressurized. You loved the Expedition 33 soundtrack so much. Oh, Frenchy, French singing French. I can't imitate it. I'm not gonna try and sing, but you guys, it's so French. Oh my God! Oh, like when you're flying around an Esquire, however you say his name, and it's like the map music. Oh my God! Oh, you're bringing back trauma. God, was that bad? I don't miss it. That game was like, I was loving it. It was so much great. It was great, just getting better and better, and then off a cliff. I have like no desire to go back to it. I think what kind of happened was the end game stuff, it became less about having any skill at the game and became more about going online, reading a build, and just doing that. And I mean, I probably could have kept going with my builds and getting perfect at all the parrying and stuff, but it was, I don't know. I didn't, and the story was kind of like, okay, you know, it was cool. The reveal was pretty good. It didn't end up being too disappointing, but like, I don't know. It kind of fell off for me. You're welcome. Yeah, bringing up past traumas. So, okay, so that's the output. So we're not worried about how much space it's going to take up. I think we're going to be okay to just duplicate the product line right here. Or we could just overclock it. I could just get lazy right now. You know what? Yeah, I have a ton of these. It's not really about being lazy. It's more about expedience. You know, we got to prioritize. If I get desperate enough that I need these, I'll do it then. I'll grab them then. But so now computers have just been doubled, and we should be able to feed that. So that's 40 per minute. We're feeding 40 per minute. So let's go up and update this one. I'm not going to be able to update all of these all the time, but just because I just put this up. So that's 40 going to computers because we've doubled it. So that's what, 64, 76, 76.5, and that's still, so all of that, and we still have room to pull circuit boards. Oh, that's right. I'm starving the bolted frames. This was feeding. Oh, this was feeding the versatile framework, so it's not critical that I give this. I might even delete this and relocate it. Not right now, but we might. That could be in our near future here. You see my Cybertruck? Unlocked this Cybertruck. I feel like I shouldn't hide it back here. I like how they put the broken glass on it from the demonstration. So can we hand jam some radio control units? I think we might, just to unlock the aeronautical engineering. 80. How long do they take to? Oh, these take forever. No, we're not. Don't worry, we are not going to stand here and hand jam 50 radio control units. We need to build radio control units. We need to build a product line for them, and it would take about just as long. So radio control unit. We need oscillators, computers, and aluminum casing. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yeah, so really the big question is, where do we put them? Where do we build the radio control units? Do we go all the way to the top floor where we got plenty of room, or how many radio control units do we need to build? That is also a question. How did I get a constructor? That was weird. Wait a sec. I don't know how I got a constructor by accident. I think my thing's on the fritz here. So, ooh. I have to include. I'm already starved of rubber right now. I can't do it. But this shouldn't be too bad. But 2.5 to 1 oscillator. 4.5 to 1.5 oscillators. So I'm going to assume. Yeah, you missed it. It was about an hour ago. We finished up. Maybe a little less. The one about 40 minutes ago. Sweating bullets. Yeah, I couldn't go too long. It was like running a marathon. I was not feeling it tonight, man. Like, it was just not. You guys saw I was missing them pretty bad. So we're probably gonna wait a little while before the next one. I'm not gonna be doing those too often. Tomorrow we do have Dead Space co-op with Threat Level Zombie. The Zombro Combro rides again. I think that's like the best way to say it. Because that'll be a good time. So Dead Space, I'm a big fan of Dead Space. I love the original. The remake they did is incredible. The funniest thing about that was one of those games I'm like, why would they bother remaking it? It totally still holds up. They don't need to remake this game. And I did a playthrough of it, and I was like, yeah, why would they even bother remaking this game? Then they remade it, and I bought it and went, oh, okay, I see what you're driving at. What time is stream tomorrow? Same time as usual, 7 p.m. It should be 7 p.m. I'd like to. Oh, I gotta update our goals. I just noticed that. Sorry, squirrel. I gotta update. I gotta figure out what the goals are. Probably just get the product lines built tonight. Some of them. Lurk, thanks for that, Lurk Meal. Appreciate it. How about that freaking 15-hour Dad Vader stream? But yeah, no. Probably 7. I don't know if I'll be up by 6. I probably won't be able to wake up by 6. So we'll probably plan on 7 p.m., which is an hour and 45 minutes ago. Same time I started tonight. Excuse me. So let's see. So the burning question is, do I try to make the alternate work? 45 rubber a minute, and if I max it, 37 circuit boards, which I don't have enough for that, so it would have to be that, and I think that would add 180 aluminum casings. I don't know if I have that much aluminum casings. That's probably all my aluminum casings. So I mean, I'm gonna need a bunch anyway for it, but how many are we producing? When did I fill that up? Man, I've just got stuff everywhere. So we're making 30. So we're only making 60, 60. Oh, and then it's 30 and 30. So we're only making 180 a minute. So that's all of my aluminum casings. Let's see. Okay, looked into that alternate turbo fuel recipe today, and it multiplies my power requirements by X3 to run the same setup I currently have, so not gonna do it. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, again, it's not the, I don't know if it's the most efficient, it's just easy to set up for.
You are playing. We're a team. Yay!
Thank you for that sub, dude. You know, I appreciate it. 9 months, hell to the yeah. Sorry. What do you mean sorry? How about you're welcome? Because I'm thanking you. No, you know what I mean? Like, no, thanks. I appreciate it, dude. That's awesome. I had to make the notification. Oh no, dude, don't even worry about it. I like to think I'm pretty good at maintaining multiple trains of thought. But so anyway, did anyone see that new episode of From last week? I'm looking for. No, okay, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. Looked into the alternate turbo fuel recipe. The one that's the one I'm reading. Multiplies my power requirement by ×3 for the same setup I currently have. Yeah, again, no worries. You do you, man. But like I said, it's more for me. It's more simplicity's sake, and then I just scale it so large that it ends up working out. I don't really do a lot of research into what's going to be like the most efficient and all of that, but I would probably want to do rocket fuel before I go nuclear. We're close to going nuclear. In fact, we could start on the nuclear. Electromagnetic control rods are a pain, though. That's usually where I end up choking, because I can't even build them yet. That's right. So what am I doing? What was I doing? No, what are you doing? Damn. Lost my train of thought. That's okay, we'll find it. What do you call it? Radio control units. Radio control units. So, the kind of burning question here is, do I do the basic? Well, I kind of have to, because it's 40 casings per minute, but 2.5 will not be enough, because I'm pretty sure supercomputers don't use it at all. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, supercomputers don't even use radio control units. But what does use radio control units? I'm missing something here. I know we needed it for something, and we needed a lot of them. We don't know yet. I don't know what it's being used in yet. That explains a lot, yeah. So, all right. It seems to me we're just gonna build it right here. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll replace this. We'll just repurpose this machine. We'll just leave it right here and repurpose it. Oh, you know, what about the Borderlands 1 soundtrack? They had a pretty decent soundtrack, right? You could throw that in there. I need to add like 2 or 3 more so we don't just keep going in circles with the same music. But I think Borderlands 1, or Borderlands 3 even, probably has some good soundtrack. Let's do 3. Let's see, OST. Give me 1 second while I find it here. Look at that, 5 hours! That is a 5-hour video, holy crap. We'll give it a shot and we'll skip through it if we need to. And we don't even need to play the whole thing, we can just kind of skip around it. So, let's add that. I'm not going 12 hours tonight though, guys. I don't know how late I'm gonna go, and I worry that I'm gonna get back into a loop here where I'm where I'm just like I keep dragging it on. Oh, I know this music all too well. Oh my god, this is the music you get when you're fighting when you're fighting the Terramorphous. Oh my, this music brings back memories. Spent a lot of time there. So let me see here. I'm just setting that up so we can get, again, I want something new. Should be all the way at the bottom. Add to queue. Cool, that'll come up next. So all right, we are repurposing for 80 radio control units. Oh, and I need to, that's right, I need to I need to move these, where is that coming from? Okay, yeah, that's right. I need to get my quick wire going back into my hub. I don't have quick wire headed to the hub yet. So here we go. We got 3 inputs. We have to delete these. Oh, here's a nifty little trick that I can't really show you right now. Hold on. Here's a nifty trick you might like. So sometimes you'll have like this, right? We're repurposing the machine, and you might have stuff in these. There's going to be a situation where there might be a product in here, and the only way to get it out of there is to delete it. And if you want to know if it's working, you can just mouse over it. So I can see right there that if I delete this, I'll get the 2 alclads from it, but I'll also get the 2 circuit boards, which means this has 2 circuit boards in it. Same here, modular frames, computers. So sometimes you'll accidentally put, like, you'll get a belt that goes to the wrong location, and you accidentally plug a belt in wrong, and then you've gotta like unclog that belt. And one easy way to do that is just go to the end and keep deleting this and replacing it. And the way you can tell if you've unclogged it is you just mouse over it and see if there's any product left in it. So we got computers right here to plug in. Look at that, we can just tap this line right here. That is a thing of beauty. So we're gonna be turning this into a radio control unit. So crystal oscillators, computers, and aluminum casing. Aluminum casings are literally right there. Computers are, look at them passing right by. Perfect. So we can just grab this, do that, throw one of these down. We're gonna go with a smart splitter. Oh no, we just use a regular splitter, it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna turn this that way and plug this and bam, done. So that was like the easiest part. Next is gonna be the oscillators, which I think we need to get those up here. I don't think they're coming upstairs just yet. And actually, we need to get them to the hub because I don't think I have crystal oscillators filling a dimensional depot just yet, and we're gonna need them. So let's take a look and see where we want to put it. Yeah, I don't think I have crystal oscillators here yet. Aluminum casings, let's go ahead and put a sign up for that so we know what's going on there. Well, I got to AFK for 2 seconds. I got to put this up and I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, I had to fix that. I have a little like plastic thing to redirect the vent because otherwise it'll just blow right down on me, and I'm not feeling that. What was this? Aluminum casings, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go aluminum casing. Dude, how about that visitor being like, thanks for the Instagram stuff? That is blowing my mind. Sorry, I'm still kind of like bewildered by that whole thing. Can't believe how well the content's doing. Thank you guys, man. I'm inspired. What do we got here? Alclads. There we go. Alclad aluminum sheeting. Looking good. Oh, I do have oscillator. I have What? When did I do that? Oh. But no, I didn't. That belt should still be good, right? All right, let's chase it. Chase the belt. Chasing belts. Where? Oh, no, there it is. Holy crap. When the hell did I? Oh, and it comes from all the way over here. Fascinating. Does that just go? There is a pillar here. Well, I'll be damned. Okay. Sweet. Doesn't have to go very far then. So, let's do this is going to be a smart splitter. And we're going to make sure that forward is overflow because this needs to be satisfied first. So now it'll prioritize this output. And we're going to go ceiling. Or do we run it right along this? Oh, we can run it right along. No, because it's going to have to go up and over eventually, is it? No, it isn't. But it won't fit between. It's like Tron, right? This is the Tron thing where they zip together and smash the guy. I haven't watched original Tron in ages. So I know I've asked like 3 times, but I did make changes, so I am concerned. How is my volume compared to the game? Are we sounding good? I assume we must be. You guys probably would have said something by now, but you know, I keep like when I'm clip farming and stuff, I'm looking at my videos and I'm like, man, this part sounds terrible, especially if I lean back. If I lean back really far, it's pretty bad. But I'll stop bugging you guys for feedback on it. I know it's I'm asking a lot. Like a lot. Not a lot, but frequently is probably more what I'm saying. We are trying so hard to limit the spaghetti. I really would like to try and limit the spaghetti. Doing my best. I guess your best just wasn't good enough. It was actually a South Park reference to something else, and I won't sing. I'm sorry. I always say I won't sing, and then I somehow get a note in there, and then I can feel the cringe from across the planet. And then aluminum casings, which I think are going by right here. Would you look at that? So we got to go smart splitter again and make sure, again, we're doing overflow first and we're prioritizing this one. Right here. No delicious spaghetti this time. Oh wait, that's the output. Input. Where do we go? Like right over it. Oh yeah, that's cool. Just kind of like barely clip through. Oh, look at that. It doesn't even clip. That's awesome. There we go. That was surprisingly easy. I'm like kind of uncomfortable. But we have to make sure that the output. Oh, not that. That's the input. Crud. Where's the output? Where's the output? Output. We gotta kill that. We gotta kill that, or it's gonna screw up our product line. And actually, I got. Ooh, actually, double actually. We just gotta move the. We just gotta move the destination, and then we're filling our can, which we need to do. This in here, so that's quick. Oh, that's right. And quick-wire isn't being fed right now, so that's something. That's what we got the coloring for. So we go in, grab the. Where is it? Quick-wire. But we're gonna change the color to orange or red. Red even would work, but orange to me indicates that this is not being fed. So purple means it's being fed and being put into a dimensional depot. Orange means it's broken right now, and I gotta fix it later. Signs can be your best friend in that kind of regard. You can leave yourself notes all over the game. I put them in the blueprints too. So if I know a blueprint needs like 272 ingots, which the bolted frame factory does, I put that on the sign so I know how much to feed it. I'm gonna try and find some time to actually improve all the blueprints so that the ones I'm putting out there and making available for people, they're more complete and more descriptive. Again, now that I'm like providing them as a service, I want to make sure it's a good one. That wasn't meant to sound snarky. I don't think it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. So this needs to be. Let's use this one. Change it here. This has got to be a radio control unit. Now we're gonna need those. Some buildings, I think, require them. I'm only making 2.5 a minute. I don't know if I like... Oh, you know, we could probably multiply it. Maybe even sloop it. We should sloop it. At least for a little while. Look at all those freaking crystal oscillators. That's so many. I love it. And then the dimensional depots filled with them, too. So, we have to backtrace this. Oh, and that does mean we need to reconnect the high-speed connectors. We're not feeding that either right now. You know what? That one was all spaghettatory, so why don't we try and fix that? Try and do this without the spaghetti. I don't really know how. I'm kind of trapped in this whole space here. You know what? We'll do what I was doing before with some of these. So one of the benefits we've got here is we can actually treat this as like a second logistics floor. So rather than get through all... Actually, no, it's not that bad. I just got to get it to here. That seems kind of redundant, doesn't it? The medium height ones are what kill me, because like if they're low, I can go over them. If they're high, I can go under them. But then I gotta kind of dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Dodge. I gotta dodge the ones in the middle. I think that's the one we're aiming. That's the one we're aiming for. So that's really not terrible. So let's go from here. Aw, darn it. So how about right here, and then swing it around there. So at least they're in kind of straight lines, kind of. There we go. Now we got the radio control units feeding the box. That means they should be turning up all the way down here. Oh, somewhere in here. Somewhere? Anywhere? Hello, hello. I scrolled right past them, didn't I? I really gotta stop leaving myself these opportunities to embarrass myself. Where the frick are they? Am I not getting any yet? Let's check it. Let's check it. Should have made it, right? Where did those go? Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. I think I know what I did. Yep, I know exactly what I did. I plugged it into the wrong one. Now the next game we get to play is where'd those radio control units go? Right there. Whoops. That's right, because these are not being fed right now either. There we go. So now I know that those aren't being fed. But we do have, now we should have, there we go, radio control units. They are on their way. And I suppose we could probably overclock them for now. So we're using, what, only 2.5 crystal oscillators. Hope I have enough. Aluminum casings are basically maxed out. And we're using 5 computers a minute, which is fine. We just duplicated that. And for now, we have the sloops. I think we're gonna sloop it. Just so we want to get like a good collection of them, because we're gonna start using them. So we'll just throw a sloop in there, really just to start building up our inventory. And what do we need for director control systems? What's the... Director assembly. Supercomputer and adaptive control unit. Okay. Oh, you know what we also haven't... Oh my god! My brain! I forgot with my brain. We got... Oh my god, we got an... Oh my god. Dude, I totally forgot. We gotta unlock... Oh, first off... Leached iron ingot or diluted packaged fuel. I guess diluted packaged fuel. Uses... Huh, that's interesting. Heavy oil residue and packaged water. But, we can unlock the radar technology. Hell yeah, that's awesome. So let's do that right now, and then we're gonna put a radar tower up. Don't you guys want a radar tower? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, you want a radar tower. What do we inventory? What was I looking for? Heavy, there we go, heavy modular frames, which I have no room in my inventory right now. I just have too many of these encased steel beams. It's so funny in this game how you'll go from being so starved of a product to just having a disgusting abundance of it, and you basically just end up deleting it. I could throw it in an awesome sink can, but yeah, there's time. Oh, you know what? Also, music. There it is. There we go. That way we know what we're listening to. When people come by, they know what we're listening to. I don't have goals. What's the goal for the stream? I guess director control units and something else. Oh, we need oscillators. All right, you guys ready for this? The answer is yes. You are. Awesome.
Radar tower unlocked. The tower reveals resource nodes and other useful information on the map in a set radius from its location.
Oh, we should put it right on the top of this tower. Okay, let's get fancy. You guys want to get fancy? Let's get fancy with it. Oh, that's the convex. Do I not have a corner for this? 8 meters? Gotta find the right one. Up corner. Here we go. Inverted up corner. Look at me using other angles for design work and whatnot. I'm moving along in this world. Another couple of years, I'll start to look like I know what I'm doing around here. But here we go. Throw the radio tower all the way on the top. Look at that. It looks, for once, I built something with a top on it. Usually I don't get to do that. So we're gonna, what are we gonna power? How are we gonna power this? I have an idea. It's gonna look ugly. How do we get power to this without it looking terrible? I guess just go to here. Where is... do I have any power? I don't even have any power in this tower yet. That's gonna look terrible, isn't it? Yeah, there's kind of no good way to get power going to it without it looking awful. I guess it'll look better on the inside than the outside. Now we gotta switch to the double wall outlet. Derp. Off by one. I think it's working. Borderlands 3 soundtrack. So far, so good. It's pretty chill. Kind of fits the vibe. Very frontier-oriented. So now look at this. Look at this. Bam! Now we don't need to scan for resources anymore, at least in the immediate area. Let's get rid of that cart. It's driving me crazy. Can't believe you have to fuel them to have them running around. I can't believe they made that change. That's silly. But the little alert thing is driving me kind of crazy here. That's better. But yeah, look at that. Look at all this bauxite, man. To think we got all this bauxite in the immediate neighborhood, and I went all the way over here for it. Which we can stick a radar tower over there at the other factory so we can see what's in that neighborhood. And then we can put one all the way to the south, too. So, yeah, let's. This factory kind of looks cool from the sky. It's not done yet. I haven't even given it walls. I'm gonna fall right about here. There, look at that. Look at that, look at all that quartz. That is a, oh, we got some geysers over there. We can go tap those. That's not far from where I've got some power. What do you think? What do you say? Let's go knock that out. Just 2 more geothermals will just give us more, just that much more power. So we'll probably branch off of where I'm getting the sulfur over here and then just head over to them. And then we just gotta plug them in, plop them down and plug them in. Anyone else feeling nervous? Just flying over the void here. So, oh wow. Way farther north than I thought. Okay. Go back. So maybe off of the one up here we want to take advantage of. Oh, there's a Mercer sphere right there. I should grab that. Let me get the weird dialogue. Dance in our song with our face in the... Oh, it didn't say anything. Greer! What's up, dude? Been a minute. How you been? We are full-on addicted to Satisfactory yet again. I'm pushing 2,000 hours in this damn game. I'm not trying to say that like it's a bad thing, mind you. But how you doing, dude? What's going on? How you been? What are you gaming at lately? Oh, we're like right here. Okay, the geysers are close. That's some dedication to the factory grind. You know it, man. Anything worth doing, it's worth doing right for an insane amount of time, I guess. So the geysers are right below us, I guess? Yeah, there they are. Okay, cool, perfect. And don't die. So power, we've got the... Ah, dag nabbit. So there's the geysers right there. Perfect. So we throw down the geothermals. Get out of the way or I will get my Nobelisk. Okay, so you just insist on walking inside the grid, huh? 3. Oh, and now you wanna dance? Okay, fine. You wanna play these games? Wanna play these games? That is my geyser. I don't care if it's colorful and cute. It's in my way. Okay, it lived and it got out of the way, so live to fight another day, I suppose. I always went with staying, anything worth doing is worth doing twice. Anything worth doing is worth doing myself, because I'm the only one who's gonna do it right. There we go, got them geothermals. Let's see, you could do this for Amazon and get paid. I already do this for CarMax. That was actually a question I had, was, you know, like, does this feel like work? Because I manage at work anyway. But the answer was pretty much no, because it's more streamlined than that, and it's mine. I can do what it's you know, the whole thing.
Whatever, I'll do what I want.
I can just do whatever I want. It's a good time. Where are we at with the power? So the power grid barely even got a blip from that. Like, it's barely noticeable. Let's see, where is it at? So this thing, yeah, so this is this even a pure node? What is this? That's impure. Impure and a normal. So this is a normal one. So it only provides up to 300 megawatts. So that's like nothing. They should really give you access to geothermal sooner, I think. Let's see, Geo is great until you do advanced factories. Yeah, and it's more like a mid-game little boost there. Oh, invert the Y-axis. Didn't see that coming on this. This is gonna be amusing. I've never done it on, no one's ever done it to me on this game. Usually they do it to me on the shooters. Let's see, invert look. There you go. Was the Y-axis? Yeah, Y-axis. I don't think you can invert X-axis in this game. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, the good news is, if I'm careful, I can just grab the Nope. Wire. Uh-oh. Sharp turn. Sharp turn. I'm sorry for the motion sickness everyone's the motion sickness everyone's about to get. Okay. We need to be careful and grab it. Okay. Oh my god. It's funny because I'll do this for 5 minutes and then I'll start to get used to it just in time to switch it back. Or it's 5 minutes or until I die. I really should specify that. Nope. Up. Steady. We gotta go there. No forward momentum. Come on. Fall down. Hell yeah, dude. Borderlands 3 soundtrack's legit. We gotta add Borderlands 1, maybe even Borderlands 4. I've never played Borderlands 4. That one's gotta be on the list. We're gonna have to, nope. We're gonna have to try that game eventually. We're due for a Portal 1 and 2 playthrough. Those have gotten added to the schedule. I gotta find a good time for us to, it'll be a Spooky Sunday game. Even though it's not particularly a horror game, it's kind of like that liminal spaces kind of horror. And of course you've got a psychopathic AI in control of your life trying to kill you. So there is that. If that's not horror, I don't know what is. Well, I do know what is. I gotta see that new Obsession, man. I keep talking about up. See, this is why we have this. I'm sorry for the motion sickness. And back. All right. I don't think we're gonna starve. We have enough. We're gonna have to make a lot more aluminum casings, which means we are gonna have to multiply. We're gonna have to multiply the amount of aluminum we're making. I might have done it. I might have messed it up when I did the aluminum factory. Or when I did the processing, because I might have gone a little too heavy on the alclad and not heavy enough on the casings. But rather than redo all that math and redistribute the, redistribute the rather than redistribute the ingots and change the amount of alclad we're making, because we really, I mean, we're gonna need a lot more. I mean, oh no, yeah, no, we're gonna need these when it comes time for heat sinks. So it's it's gonna matter. So one sentence at a time. I know. Stop interrupting yourself, Thordy. Rather than redistribute them to make more alclad or to make more casings. No, we're gonna just make more aluminum. I was thinking, what if I do the alclad? We do the nope. We do the alclad casings. How much does, what do we get there? So what's the comparison? So 150 ingots gives you 112 casings if you, I mean, we've got 75 copper. I can probably make that work. I know we're gonna need a ton of copper powder in the future, but 45 makes 30. So that's like that's a 3-to-2 ratio. Whereas if we do this, that's a 4-to-3 ratio. So you're not gaining a whole hell of a lot. And you gotta infuse copper into it. And copper is less abundant, and we're gonna need just so much. We're gonna need just so much copper. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna, so realistically, we're just gonna have to multiply the amount of aluminum we're making. I thought I was making enough, but, and we are. For now, we're making enough because we can afford the radio control units. But when I start needing more aluminum casings, we're kind of boned because we're gonna need, what? We're gonna need at least, I don't know how many for supercomputers. Do supercomputers use aluminum casings? I don't think it does. It does not. It uses plastic, which we're not tapped into. I have avoided using plastic in most places. So, ooh, yes, no, for sure. We are ready to start building supercomputers, which means we can get the director control systems assembly thing going. Fan-damn-tastic. That's awesome. So we're gonna probably build supercomputers upstairs, I would think. I don't think I want to build them on this floor. I don't think I have a reason to build them on this floor. I mean, everything is kind of on this floor. The AI limiters, the computers, high-speed connectors are upstairs. So yeah, we don't want products to go back downstairs if we can avoid it. So we'll build supercomputers upstairs. But first we've got it, nope. I keep forgetting we did that. All right, balance it, and then, but first we can unlock aeronautical engineering because we have these bad boys. I need more motors, Damn, not enough, huh? We need some, what is that, alclads? Dimensional Depot's getting full. That's why there's just like so much stuff. This is again why we have these canisters here. Because I need more motors. Where are my motors? Do I have motors coming to this? I should have motors coming to this thing. Should, but do I? I don't think I do. Crap. Yeah, motors isn't complete yet. I'm not running it to the hub, and I'm making a ton of them too. I have so many. It shouldn't be that hard to get it connected because it's not very far from here. I think we're about ready to turn off this Y-axis nonsense. I don't want to get motion sickness. Oh, there we go. Big red button.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial
We can unlock
transport
nuclear.
between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function.
We should do this first.
Restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of
Maybe.
drones. I
Yeah.
have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fix-It property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
All right, let's, isn't that the truth? Options, we're going back. I hope you got your freaking money's worth. Get back to normal. Stop giving people motion sickness. There we go. Back to normal. Normal, correct. Freaking Abe isn't here, or I would harass him about his use of inverted look. Not on my watch. Let me throw my hoodie on. I'm getting kind of chilly now. I'm all cooled off after the DDR stream. All right. All right, where were we? Earth. So, we need a sign. Now that I know we're building radio control units here. But let's freaking get supercomputers cooking. That's very exciting. We need those. Can we build hypertubes? I feel like we could probably build some hypertubes. And rather than using them to just launch ourselves across the map, like we could actually use them to go up and down these different floors. It's getting to that point where the factory's so big. It's quite the ordeal to get across it. So, this is our high-speed connector section. I'm thinking we'll build supercomputers right here. Let's start with just one manufacturer, and I can multiply it later. We go this way with it? That seems silly. Well, I guess they're all kind of facing that way. I'm trying to think of how the belts, what would make the belts look good? Or make the belts more functional. I put this right there. Yeah, because then it's facing the elevator. That's kind of in the way, though, isn't it? I don't know where else we're going to want to build supercomputers. This seems, you know, it's also close to the pillar. Or to the tower. I'm calling that the tower. I think we'll build it over here a little more. I'm going to have to move it eventually anyway. This is just kind of the preliminary. I liked the old supercomputer icon. It was just a computer with like a thing stuck on it. What are we gonna do in 5 a minute, I think? I'm gonna have to update that. Superputer. So we need pewters, we need AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and plastic. And we're gonna double it, aren't we? Gonna max it out. We kind of have to. So 18. Ooh, that's a lot of computers. Maybe I'll just double it. Go 3.75. So that's 15 computers, which is basically what we've multiplied out the computer usage, the computer production. I think that might push the limits of how many computers I'm making. Plastic I got plenty of plastic. That part's easy. And we're making 14 high-speed connectors a minute. We gotta check on those AI limiters. So Easiest part is going to be tapping this right here. They literally have nowhere to go right now. So that'll actually branch off and head back. That'll head back downstairs for my... It's true, I am bringing products back downstairs. But that'll be for my hub. So I'll have to branch off. We want to leave room for a splitter. And then... Alright, that's high-speed connectors. It's 1 of 4, so we're making progress. I need the power node. Get it powered. You know what we can do? We can manually stuff it to get it started too, because I have all these items in my inventory. So we can grab some AI limiters. Grab some... what else? Plastic. I got plastic. Hey! Thank you for that follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Undead Legion. I am Thordy Undead. I play video games on the internet. Right now it is Satisfactory, as you've no doubt noticed. I do keep my follows anonymous, so if you want to lurk away, you go right ahead and do so. Otherwise, enjoy the show. Well, also enjoy the show. Not really otherwise. I think I'd get better at that. I typically have a pretty good speech lined up, but anyway, thank you for hitting that follow button. I hope you find yourself entertained around here. What we're here for. There we go. So we're manually stuffed. We can start actually building director control unit system things. Thanks for the welcome. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun with that. Oh, that's great. That is great. Excellent name choice. When I was in the Navy, I came up with I expanded the chain of command because you have Captain Obvious, but you also have Lieutenant Facetious, and I was that guy more often than I probably should have been, and my mouth got me in so much trouble. I'm one of those guys that like at least at the time when I was younger, probably still today, where I would I don't do it as much because I'm like I can manage people now, but I was that guy who'd be like, you know, I shouldn't say that. Say it, see what happens. And then 20 minutes later, I really shouldn't have said that. So, but yeah, no. What brings you by? Just here for some Satisfactory action? That's amazing. Yeah, you got Lieutenant Facetious. Admiral Asshole wasn't really that funny. And then there was another one. It'll come back to me. Sergeant Sarcastic. That one didn't land either, but Lieutenant Facetious was fun. But yeah, man, I got into the game not long ago, and I've been really enjoying it. Fantastic. If you're interested, I have been making my blueprints available to people. If you need any advice, I'm happy to offer it, but I want to go on the record saying I am by no means an expert. I got a lot of time in this game. I got a lot of practice. I love helping people with it. It's exhilarating, but yeah, no. Questions, grabs, complaints, concerns, hit me with it. I love it. Oh, yeah, we can't put that directly on the ground like a caveman. So actually, no, we're gonna go with 2. We're gonna go with 2 assemblers. 2 raised assemblers. Here we go. So we're gonna pop these guys right. We want to put it like right in the elevator's face. I think we can. So we're playing on a 50x map with the new 1.2. They added the 50x requirements, or the multiplier requirements for the elevator and the power. So we're 2x for the power. I didn't go too crazy with it. And then we're... Is that a good spot? Do we want this here? I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like that. Well, I don't see why not. Yeah, it's right there in front of the elevator. Yeah, no, we're fine. But we went 50x on the requirements, 2x on the power, and I did mostly pure just because I don't want to chase nodes all day. I'm trying to keep this to where it's a fun challenge and it requires me to build more factory, but I don't want it to be boring on the channel. That's the last thing I want. The literal last thing I ever want is boring. I would love, when I die, my gravestone's gonna say, at least he wasn't boring. That's, you know, or it's better to be weird than boring. That's the other one I like. I try to embody that every day. I think I have. I think I've done a pretty good, got a pretty good track record there. Anyway, these are going to build the assembly director systems. We're gonna build 2 of these right here, and I might have to multiply them out. So we need 1.5 supercomputers a minute to feed that. And we're at 3.75 with our current setup. And we can afford this. So that's something. Actually, I gotta check the AI limiters. It takes, what, 7.5? And then, of course, we're gonna sloop it. We might be able to do better than that. How many... So 3 a minute for the adaptive control units. And we're gonna sloop these as well. We're gonna have to. There's, like, just no way around it. But how many of these are we making per minute? I might have to sloop these as well. Would make sense. We're making 2.5. And it needs 3 a minute right now. So if we do that, we're getting 5 a minute. And we got to run that upstairs. So AI limiters. Let's get a count on those since I'm looking right at them. No, oh, I'm falling. Where am I? Okay. I'm okay. I'm... Just go through the hole. Through the hole. Get in there. So with the... I gotta get outside. I'm getting lost in my own factory again. Again, that's the sign that we're having a good time. If you're getting lost in your own factory, it means you're doing it right. Oh, we can get our sloops back from the versatile framework. That's awesome. Those have just been sitting there getting wasted. And it's not getting bolted frames anyway, so they were going to waste. What was I looking for? That's the quick wire. AI limiters. So we're making 15 per minute. And how many did I say we needed? Like 12, I think it's 12.5. So I think we're going to be good on the AI limiters. So with 5 adaptive control units, let's see, so if we do that, 2.25, that's still not maxed out. Okay, we're looking good here. So that's only 4.5, which means we would have to do this. 3, so that's 1.5 supercomputers plus point, yeah, yes. And then sloop the crap out of it, 2.25, 3, so that's 5.25 a minute. This is starting to look like a winning team here. So let's do math. So if we're making, what was it, 5.25 a minute? Yeah, so we gotta let's see. So 25,000 divided by 2.25, no, 5.25. Really? Ugh. So 4,700 divided by 60. That is still 78 hours. Oh god. That's still 78 hours to build them. So obviously we can't stop here. So we need more. We need more. More! But it's a start. And actually, what we can do is get that cooking while we work on the other, because we still have to make the other one. We're still gonna have to mass produce the generators as well and the propulsion system. So that's still 78 hours. And that's like producing more than I've ever produced. But why we're here. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. So, okay, let me think here. That's still only 1.5 supercomputers, and that's... Oh, no, it's not. That's, how many are we pulling there? So, 1.5. So that's 4... That's 4 point, something. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Sorry, I think it... Does that pick that up? I gotta stop. Oh, it totally does. I'll stop tapping. Thinking. So, 3.75. And this is consuming... No, 2 point... Oh, so we can go harder. We can go harder. We can definitely do more. And actually... Wait a sec. If I pull that, it's 1.5, and then I put it here, is that all the same? 3.75 plus 1.5. So that's... Yeah, that's... Wait, is that better math? Is that math better? I have to think with my brain. It hurts. It hurts. If you see, if you smell burning. So it's adaptive control units. We need supercomputers that feel like we can manufacture the crap out of these.
I'm the conductor of the poop train!
All the Borderlands sound effects totally fit since we're playing the music. The Krieg DLC was really good in Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 overall, I wasn't too impressed. I'm okay. I wasn't too impressed, but the Krieg DLC was really good. We're already up to 18 computers being consumed though if we do this, so that gives us 4.6. Let's just get it going and then we'll worry about multiplying it later. So we had, oh duh, and I didn't sloop this. Oh, that's not slooped. I've got to go around the map and collect like every summer sloop available. I'm really gonna have to. I considered doing this without sloops, but I mean, the amount of time you saved like doing this, it's just too good. So yeah, we can go harder. We've got to multiply our adaptive control unit product line. We're making 5 a minute maxed out. We should have no problem duplicating this. And we can make even more computers, right? Because we're consuming how many oscillators? I don't know, but 5, we could go 10 a minute. We should be able to go 10. Automated wiring is fairly easy to manage because that's all iron. I can do that with I can do that purely with iron. Thinking, yeah, because I could, and I've got the heavy mod frames. That part's easy too. Circuit board consumption, not a problem. So yes, we can duplicate this. Where though is kind of the next problem. I gotta find room for it. Maybe I know I just put this here. Maybe I move this and put these two next to each other. Since I need 2 manufacture, I gotta fix my 2 manufacturer blueprint as well. How many is that? I gotta actually finish this blueprint. Where's the 2 manufacturers? Yeah, so that's a 6x6, so I can't fix it here. Oh no, is that a 5? I might be able to pull that up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I haven't actually done the splitters for this. I don't remember what the strategy for how I was going to build this was, but nah, I don't have time for this right now. We'll just use the 2 singles and put them together. I think. We want to. I don't remember what my strategy was here. Oh. I think I know how I can do this. No, I can only fit 1 on the floor. I have to raise it up a 2nd tier. What we're gonna do instead? Nah, forget. I'm not in the zone for this right now. We're gonna clear it. We'll finish that later. I want to get a 2nd manufacturer going for the adaptive control unit, and maybe we move the radio control unit factory or the manufacturer because it's only got what 3? No, it's got 4 inputs. No, it's only 3 inputs. It is only 3 inputs. So. And they're all coming from, like, this area. So if we move this, we shouldn't have any trouble duplicating. Unless I want to move the road. That's the other option. But I like having the little walkway up the middle here. Let's see. I'm out for the night. Gonna watch some Spider Noir. Have a great rest of the stream. Thanks for coming by, Hobo Lumberjack. Much appreciate you. Enjoy. I'm glad you're enjoying all the nonsense here on the Thordy Undead channel. I'll be, I don't know how late I'm going. I'll be around for a little while, but, probably gonna try and build some blueprints after stream tonight and maybe put some other stuff together. I don't know. But thanks for coming by, dude. Always happy to have you here. And of course, without fail,
be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!
love it. Good luck, have fun, good game, good night. You know how we do. See, I used the two blueprint there. That's not bad. See, I'm gonna be lurking still, starting to record my Fallout lines. If I missed the end of stream, have a good one, Thords. No problem, dude. I appreciate it. No appreciation. None. Sorry. It stumbled. Yeah, no, for sure. Appreciate you, dude. Good luck with your lines. Really, let me really give it your, put some oomph in it, you know? Really, do the thing where you use the talent and skill that you've been developing to provide a product that you were asked to provide. There we go. See, now the Captain Obvious would be proud. I know you're out there somewhere still. Couldn't help myself. But yeah, no, for sure. Have a good one, dude. I'll be around for a while. I'm afraid we might end up in the same boat that we end up in, where I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna stream for a little. Very proud. Yes. Score. I'll probably end up in that. I hope I don't end up in that thing where I'm like, okay, guys, I'm only gonna go for another half an hour. 4 hours later. I can't decide what I want to do first here. Let's just connect the adaptive control unit. Let's just get them cooking. This factory is a vibe. I know it's incomplete. I don't make it pretty till later. I don't make it pretty till later. So if you're commenting on how it just looks like crap, but one thing that I do is I'm very blueprint oriented. So like when I need to use constructors, I got an 8 constructor blueprint. When I need to, oh, I think it looks great. Oh, cool, sweet. You know, God, it's I'm sorry, my insecurity is showing. No, it's so easy to feel that way, man. When you see some of the designs of people's factories online, this is why I almost never even like started making Satisfactory content or streaming it, because it's so easy to feel intimidated by people that have like artistic talent and stuff. So, but yeah, no, and my default setting is to think I'm being teased. Bro, some people are playing a completely different game. Yeah, I know, it's gnarly out there, but that's the best thing. I've said it a million times. That's the best thing about this game, is you just play it however you want. It's sandbox to a T. It's you make your own fun, and I heard a really good description. Let me go down this rabbit hole. I heard a really good description about like sandbox games versus like, this was really used to describe sandbox games versus other games. Finish your sentences, Thordy. I heard a really good description about how sandbox games are different than other games. When you go to a restaurant, you sit down and you order your meal. So you sit down and say, I'll have 1 first-person shooter, please. And then they put that in front of you and you consume it, and it's a good time and you get exactly what you asked for. A sandbox game is a kitchen. It's all in there, all the ingredients, all the things, all the like stuff you need to make things, you know, the stove, the pots, the pans, all that. But you got to build it yourself. You got to figure out the meal on your own. And that's like one of the best analogies I've heard for sandbox games. The sandbox games are the kitchen. You gotta cook it yourself. What was I doing? Oh, we were gonna run the adaptive control units upstairs, which they go over there. So we're gonna run them up the tower here. Which should be this right here. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that space. What is this? Oh, that's the AI limiters. AI limiters need to go upstairs. Cool. We'll do that too. We're all in the same neighborhood here. I kidnap this line. You're coming with me. That actually didn't sound as funny as I thought it would. That's okay. Sometimes they fall flat. You see, it's the same thing with like a stand-up comedian. You gotta try the material out loud and see how it lands. And sometimes you gotta hear it yourself and go, you know what, that wasn't funny. And then you move on with your life. That's the best part. That's the best thing you can do. Where are we going? Well, we got a ways to go. Oh, I've been using this. Here's a fun little trick. Because it's really annoying to have to like build this and then build another one out and everything like that. So what I do is we just grab a foundation. And we should be putting it, I'm starting to get good at this. Should go right here, I think. Dude, I'm into this Borderlands 3 soundtrack. We still have, no, this is the floor. This is where we're going. So we're gonna put it right here. And you just delete that, and then you got a nice straight vertical. Granted, it's got this weird coupling in the middle of it, but it looks better than being all janky. Those holes are like just barely big enough. Why did that not take? That was weird. You'd think hitting enter would solve it. It would finish it, complete it, what have you. We have to make so many nuclear pasta. So many. We have to just make so many nuclear pastas. There we go. I don't know how many we're making in a minute yet. It's too soon to tell. That's going the wrong way. What do we do? What? Oh, whoops. That's why that's okay. And you forget how your own blueprints are designed. Still got to finish the floor. What's crazy is we have so much more factory to build. Usually I have a tendency to like overbuild, like oversupply myself with space, and I'm starting to think I still won't even have enough. Where did you say your blueprints were available for download? Right down below in the panels, there's a thing that says Satisfactory Blueprints. Just click that picture. They are in a Google Drive, and you just got to place them into your blueprints folder for the map that you're on. Now, the folder won't be there until you unlock blueprints and build one. So, but like here, let's see, can I pull it up where you can see it? So like here, I have it saved in my pinned folders. In saved games, there's a blueprints folder, and then whatever map you're on, that's where all the blueprints are. So you got to paste them into that map's blueprint folder. You can also type !blueprints, and there's that will also provide a link to them. And again, keep in mind, I got a disclaimer here. Some of them are incomplete, some of them are broken. There's like one, I forget which one it is, where I'd fix it. I know that there's one where it's missing one. I think it might be the foundry one. It's missing like one little belt. So, you know, examine them and make sure they're working. And if you do come across a broken blueprint where it's missing a belt or a power line or something like that, or like one of the buildings isn't programmed, let me know so I can fix it and update it, because this is kind of a new thing. I had never considered like making them available for people. That was something, you know, I was streaming and someone asked me if they could have my blueprints, and I'm like, sure. And then it just kind of, the idea came up, like, why not just make them available? And like I said, I wasn't ever planning on it. So it's kind of cool. It was one of those, again, it's the insecurity is showing, like, oh, who would want my blueprints? And it's like, oh, it turns out some people actually do. So, hooray for that, I suppose. It's cool. It's good stuff. I like it. should start every single blueprint, put a sign that's like Thordy is the best. Or no, just make it like a billboard, brought to you by the Thordy Undead stream. I might do that, like on some of them. That'd be hilarious. Just like little shameless self-promotion. Although, way to ruin something people like with advertisement, right? I start out like, hey, I got these blueprints and they cost you nothing and you can have them. And then, oh man, this thing was great before they put ads in it. All right, we just got to connect the superputers. Gore. Oh wait, I still gotta connect it to the. Let me out. He did let me out. Oh no, yeah, no. Are we good? Are we cooking? We're cooking. Yes, awesome. We are cooking those director assembly something systems. I can't remember the name of them. Assembly director system. It doesn't matter how many times. It does not matter how many times I read that. I am not gonna remember it. Ooh, and it's straight. I got it pointed straight at. I did not even plan that. You could say that's satisfying. I'll stop. But there we go. Look at that. The first one. The first one is in the bucket. I'll call that a win. I am raising my arms in victorious victory. We're up to 3. Look at it go. Don't worry. We're not going to sit here and count them down. 7 days later. We're up to 19,000. I haven't eaten any food. But yeah, no, that's awesome. We are on our way. Just 96 to go. All right, good job, everybody. I'd like to thank the Academy. All right, we're gonna keep, and it's not even flowing though. It's actually, that's from manually stuffing the supercomputer machine, which I'm gonna do again. I'm just gonna manually stuff it here so that it'll keep cooking while we wire everything in. So we got to get plastic coming to it. We got to get AI limiters is easy, so we'll do that like last. And computers is gonna be easy. We've already got the high-speed connectors plugged in, so plastic first, and then those two. Where the hell is my plastic? That's coming from like over there. See, you can see my power plant off in the distance. That's where the plastic's coming from. It's already mostly on its way here, though. Excuse me. So we'll run plastic up the main tower here. We're gonna use this main. I'm loving this tower. This is super cool. And then what I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a pillar. How about I do it right now, since I had the idea? I'm gonna take a big concrete pillar. We're gonna plunk it right in the middle. Let's stop saying plunk. Right there. Put that. We're gonna zoop it. So then we can use this for even more belts. This tower I just made, actually this blueprint isn't in the folder yet. I just made this tower blueprint. That looks cool, right? Like we can live with that, with the big tower coming up the middle. It's gonna be stuffed too. We're gonna have a bunch of belts in here. It's gonna look ugly. Good ugly, not bad ugly. Like regular ugly. Like that dog from Deadpool 3 where it was like the ugliest dog ever, or like the ugliest dog in the world award winner, but it's like the cutest little goofy looking dog. All right, where are my oh, I see. No, it's not plastic. That's screws. Where's the... Oh, is it coming in from this way? There you are. Oh, you got a journey ahead of you. So... what if I tap it and run it across... Oh! Don't forget, we have more up. We have a lot more up. Look at all this up we have. Okay. So, yeah, duh. Don't overthink it. Do it the easy way. Although we do probably need plastic on the second floor elsewhere, but it doesn't matter. We don't gotta do that right now. So let's. Where is it going? Okay, so we've, like I said, we got more up. We can just. And then is this? We need the logistics floor. We're not gonna have room for the blueprint. You know, I'm starting to think we can move the hub up to the top floor. I'm already tired. I'm not doing that. No way. No. Sometimes I have good ideas. Sometimes I have other ideas. But what we're gonna do is tap the plastic right here and just run it up the tower. And of course it's gotta be stuffed in the corner where it's like really hard to get a splitter on it without clipping. Which, not that I'm like wholly against clipping, but I just like prefer not to. I can move the rubber over a tick. I might just be overthinking it. Oh, you know what? I mean, we just. Right there. Oh wait, no, we want a smart splitter. Just in case. Well, not even just in case. So the only problem with when I put these on a vertical belt, I don't know which is right and which is left. And actually, let's find out right now. Okay, so where the metal is the back. I'll try to remember that. And then up, we're changing that to overflow because that just feeds my inventory. So now we're gonna take this and go all the way up. Not even all the way there yet. Been playing for 2 hours. That's cute. That's cute. We're just getting warmed up, game. Thanks, Mom. All right, for this one, we're not gonna do our goofy little trick like the tower. Uh-oh. I can't go up. I need more up. Let's see. Oh. Solution. More power. More power. Oh. I can't do the Tim Allen grunt. I probably could, but I'd probably lose my voice in like 5 minutes. It's like Mo Sizlak. I can't do Mo Sizlak's voice for more than a few lines. They don't let you do that there, Homer. That's, what, Frank Azaria? Hank Azaria, not Frank. Hank. Don't worry, I corrected myself. You can delete your comment. I see you typing it. I can hear it. Hank Azaria. He's our dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge guy. Look at that. We have connected a tower. Wonderful. Looking good. So we grab our plastic. The plastic's gonna end up being like one of the easier ones to do here. Oop, falling. Oh, we do have silica on this floor. Cool. That's good to know. I hope I remember that. So here's like the big downfall of Satisfactory. The bit where everything goes wrong is, at least, you know, for speaking for myself at least, is you spend so much time building these factories, but you know where everything is. You know your way around the factory. You've been building it for days. You know where to go, what to do, etc. But then you take a break. You walk away from that factory for a couple weeks, and then you come back and you completely lose your place. It's like when you're reading a book, so I hear. I don't know, I've read a book before, like once. It was Dune. But it's like when you're reading a book and then you set it down for a couple of months, whatever, and then you try to come back to it. You're like, shit, where was I? Or what was I doing? Or like trying to pick up a video game that you haven't played in a long time. Oh, here we go. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, you go to try and play a BioShock save you haven't played in 6 months, and it's like, where the hell was I and what was I doing? But it's even amplified with this. So here's something that I was talking about earlier. So I changed the belt inputs for this, right? So this is plastic coming in, and this was high-speed connectors. I moved the high-speed connectors to this belt to make it easier, but now there's still high-speed connectors in the way. And sure, you could wait for the machine to eat them all, but it's going to take forever doing that. So what I do, what I was talking about earlier, is you can just delete this, right? So that's got the high-speed connectors in it. You can see it when you mouse over it. So you delete that and put it back. And is this the fastest way? No, probably not. But there, 2 more. Do it again. And then we see that there's nothing. Oh, wait, no, we gotta place it. And then we see that there's. Now we're almost there. So it's got 1 of each. So this is the last one. We delete that. And now the plastic can flow. And now the plastic is filling the machine. So that's like the easy way to unclog it. And you can always tell if you're done by just mousing over it with the delete. It'll tell you what's in that belt. But that's what I was going on about earlier. So we need computers and we need AI limiters. We got to get those run up here. So those will come in through this pillar over here. Do we continue with this pillar? I feel like this pillar should just end here and we should just run stuff up the main. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we need to build the floor again right here. AI limiters do need to get routed to the home base there, so... Oh, here we go. All right, Borderlands 3 soundtrack, freaking bringing it, dude. Oh, that's right, they're right here. They gotta go into this pillar no matter what, because literally it's its output. Maybe we put a splitter, yes? This is going to be kind of ridiculous going... Oh, but that's going to be perfect. This will actually be real easy. So we do this. Freaking easy mode, man. No problem. So now we got AI limiters on their way, and... we're going to put a smart splitter right here. Just barely. Come on. I guess it's one or the other. I guess yeah, it's 2. Oh, here we go. So we'll go this way with it. So what you do, so it can line up right, is we'll just do that, and then put the smart splitter back. Do your best to line it up there. It's still probably gonna have to go up or down a little bit. And then you gotta make sure this is going the right direction. There we go. See, that looks nice and clean. And then we want to go overflow, because this is going to feed our inventory. Which is, what, over that way? Yeah, it's over that way, so... Yeah, that does seem a little redundant, doesn't it, to go up and back down, but it's fine. Wait, no, why? Why would you do that? Why is it's the jank sometimes, I tell ya. The ceiling mounts are sometimes kind of wonky. All right, we got to give it a home. I might have found one of my new favorite OSTs, man. This kind of makes me want to play the game. Let's take that up one tick. I think we are, in fact, making enough AI limiters, right? Oh. Whoops, I was going the wrong way. Is that gonna drive anyone else crazy? Nah, don't worry about it. Be fine. So, lastly, we need to plug in computators. Fine by me. So, where is the output to be for those? We're running out of space on this thing. I guess realistically, it's just got to be right here. Which means these should have been on the outside, but that's no big deal. What we'll do here is we'll just do this. Offset them. It's the logistics for it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, where are those pewters? We want to take it right off of this product line. I guess I already took it off of this product line. So we'll just steal it right next to it. We gotta go around this pillar. Oh, you know what? We'll go this way around it. It's gonna start getting messy. I can smell the spaghetti. This is gonna be so ridiculous. It's okay, it'll be easy to find at least. Perfect. Hey, as long as they're not clipping, right? Through the hole, Yeah. Literally a doorway right here. Come on, Thordy, get it together. Wait. Yeah, no, okay, we're good. Bring that over. Gotta finish building the thing. I just build the factory as I go. I don't like the idea of just like building the whole factory and then... Actually, I kind of like the idea of building the whole factory and then filling it, but that's not how we do. All right, and bringing it down, and then we plug in the computers. Then we plug in the computers. Bam! Looking good. So now we are the proud owner of a supercomputer factory that is being auto-replenished. So, and look at that, we're already up to 66 assembly director control unit systems. Assembly director system. I'll get it. One of these days I'll remember what that thing is called. Okay. Nice. And we still have some high-speed connectors left over. Because what we're building 14 a minute, I think. 3 times 8, 24. Making 24 a minute. When did that happen? I don't remember it. I don't remember doing that well with it. We are now at that point that we do need to build a awesome sink over here. It's inevitable. They're just littered throughout the entire place here. Yeah, we're good. Throw this down here, and where are we gonna power it? Oh, the clipping. No, we can't have it. I will not have it. What is that? What is that? Game of Thrones. You hear me, boy? I will not have it. Take Lord Janus outside. Bring me my sword. Yeah, no, and he cuts that dude's head off, man. I'm afraid. Oh man, that actor was good. I gotta give credit to the guy who played Lord Janus. He did a good job. Do I have any power scattered about here? Yeah, I should, right? There we go. So, oh, to the middle. Yeah. There should be some right across the middle there. And there we go. So we got our sink, and then we'll throw a... Where's the complete output for it? Right here. This might end up being kind of ugly yet again. I might need to come up with a better solution. Oh! I kind of have an idea here. Not yet, not yet. I was thinking I might put the awesome sink at the far end and just route everything down to it. Oh no, the clipping, it's embarrassing. What can we do here? What can we do? How can we... It's gonna get in the way if I put it there. I think what we need to do is actually... do this. So you take this, and we'll put it in a straight line. Try to put it in a straight line. It's at such an awkward height. Oh, here we go. I can do it this way. Wait. Okay. Looks good. So that'll be overflow. Perfect. Now I can decongest the machines, and the supercomputers will continue to get fed. Excellent. Awkward and sort of weird, but it's working. I got 52. I don't even know how to do all those coupons. Maybe we'll get the golden nut someday. Someday. Not today. But it is not this day. So how many... Oh, we're up to 86. Just 24,914 to go. So, let me think. With my brain. Oh, we gotta stretch. Oh, big stretch. Okay, we're good. Let me think here. Let me think about what we're gonna do next. So, let's make sure we're... Oh, one thing at a time. Make sure we got enough adaptive control units, which I don't think we do. 1.5 plus 3.75. So that's 5 and a quarter. 3.75, 1.5. 3.75, 1.5. So that's, yeah, it's 5 and a quarter. So 5 and a quarter. Didn't we do the math on that? And it would take like 78 hours to make enough assembly erector systems. Assembly director system. I need to like tattoo that on my forehead. Well, no, that wouldn't do me any good. I wouldn't be able to see it. On the back of my hand. Just write it on my hand, be like assembly direct. I don't ever know what to call this damn thing. Oh no, that's incomplete. So we're making how many a minute though? That's 5 and a quarter, right? 375, yeah, so 5 and a quarter. $5.25 a minute. So we need to increase the adaptive control unit output to keep up. Because I don't even think this can keep up, because we're making what? Oh wait, no, didn't we sloop it? Let's go check. Wouldn't it be great if my memory was a little better? I'm starting to think we should just have an opening at every landing. I'm always flying around the entire place here. I feel like we should just have like the big old gate hole right here. I'm always flying in and out of that. The tower doesn't have to be like we're gonna have. Oh, you know what we do though? You know what we do? There, now it looks like it's supposed to be there. It's just like a launch pad for me to jump off of. We're making 5, so we are not making enough to support even how many we're producing right now. We're a quarter short. So this is doable though. I gotta count how many computers we're sending out, because we've got some going to this for the radio control unit. That's eating 5 a minute. This is eating 5 a minute. And then the supercomputer is eating how many? I think we're producing 14 a minute. I don't know how many producing, but we got to make sure we have enough. So supercomputers is eating 15 a minute. So that's 25? Schism. I might be kind of boned here. I might need to up my computer game. Not my computer game. I know we're playing a computer game, but the game that I like, my game at making computers. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll just cap this off. I don't think we're gonna run this tower all the way up, because then it looks good on this floor. The floor below, I don't care if there's 2 towers next to each other, but on this floor, that'll look good. We're starting to get somewhere. It's starting to look like a thing. We gotta finish that one. I built that tower thinking it was gonna be a big one that's gonna move a ton of product. Not really. Not yet, anyway. We haven't built that far over. What was I doing? Computers. Which means I gotta go through the floor here. Six times 4 is 24. So we are barely getting by. So because it's 6.6. So 6.6 is 13, a little over 13, so 26. We're making like 26 a minute. Now we gotta update the sign here. $26-ish per minute. So that's 26 a minute, and I don't think we're consuming them anywhere else. I don't think they go in anything else. I think it was just those three products, right? And computer. So used in supercomputer, radio control unit, and adaptive control unit. And that was the one consuming like, no, the supercomputer is consuming 15 a minute, and it was like 5 and 5 for the other 2. So It's just barely over serving. So if we're gonna need to increase computer production further, the future, we're gonna have to increase computer production further. You know, I don't know which one I'm supposed to use at any given time. So I'm just gonna alternate them and be wrong half the time. We gotta multiply our computer production again. To be able to build enough supercomputers to serve the situation. So computer production is gonna have to be multiplied. For sure. And we're only consuming 3.3 crystal oscillators by 4. We could sloop them too, but I don't want to sloop stuff like this. I don't want to sloop it. I only want to sloop their like manufacturer, like end game high-end stuff. So I'm thinking. So 3 by, so that's like 12. 13 and a quarter, a third, 13 and a third. Damn, dude. So all of that work we did for the crystal oscillators, right? We put all that work in yesterday to make 24 oscillators a minute, which is nuts. That is crazy. That requires 24 manufacture. Why are some of them blue? Why are some of them yellow? What's going on? What is happening? Cable. We have a cable. We have a bottleneck in cable. Why? We got to sort that out. But we made 24 manufacturers. What is going on here? Is it? Does this need to be Mark 5 belts? Is that what's happening? Oh, no, I forgot to plug these in. Thordy, get it together. What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Oh my God, you forget a couple of belts. And your poor product lines get strangled. I think we need to upgrade these to all Mark 5 too, now that I think about it. That's a lot. That's a lot we've got to upgrade to Mark 5. Which, it's probably unnecessary in some spaces, but I'm not chancing it. We're just gonna make sure these are all Mark 5, because a wire is a lot. You gotta move a lot of wire here. Dude, I am loving this Borderlands 3 soundtrack. This so fits the Satisfactory feel, man. Like, I am into this. I don't know, maybe it's a little too intense, but I hope not, because I'm loving it. I'm not getting negative feedback from the chat box, so you know, I'm just gonna assume everyone's on board with me. Why does it feel like I only did 2? No, I did. We're good. All Mark 5. You can tell it's Mark 5 because of the little bar at the top. The Mark 4 does not have that, but Mark 5 does. Because the lights are basically the same. 1, 2, and 3 are easier to differentiate between, but Mark 5 and Mark 6 are very similar looking. Knew I didn't get them all. Excellent. Now these should be getting fed enough. Oh wait, wasn't it 30, 30, 30, so that's 120. Is that how many we're feeding each one? 14 times 8, yes, that's correct. 112, so yeah, that's close enough. It's gonna overproduce a little bit, but that's a good problem to have. Whoa, why did the crystal oscillators not, okay, we got a different problem. What's the problem here? Oh. Okay, clogged. We're not awesome syncing any of these, so the whole system is backed up, except this one. For some, oh yeah, because they're all going the same way. So wait, this is a smart splitter. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh yeah! What's up, Chef Negative? Dude! Oh, you know what? For you, as you come in here, bam, I got you. I'm gonna help. Let's go. Fucking... I do subscribe to Chef Negative. Let me get a shout out. I think all my my mods might be asleep. Chef Negative rolling into the stream. How was the jam sesh, dude? Sorry I missed it. I don't usually stream Saturdays, but tonight we had a DDR stream to do. And now we're playing some more Satisfactory to the surprise of probably nobody. And I gotta find an awesome sync to send these oscillators to because they are the whole product line is clogged. You missed the DDR, you did, but it's fine. I'll do it again sometime. But yeah, we've been just having a blast with Satisfactory, and I've got this product line making 24. I got 24 oscillators a minute, and I know that if you don't play this game, you don't understand the significance. But let me just say, like this product line, this is like hours in the making. We got this all built, but we're I've been having such a good time with this game that I'm like full on addicted to it again, and the stream's been going good. I miss Satisfactory. Well, I am here for you. We went. So the new update allows you to increase the requirements for the elevator, and I went 50x, and we just now started feeding it for phase 4. Let's see. We got. Let's see. Trying to keep up here. There's a lot of buildings. That is a massive factory, and this isn't even the biggest one I've built yet, but it's getting there. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So we're what's happening is because the elevator requires I got to phase 3 and got burnt. Yeah, it'll do that. You start seeing like some of these product lines you have to build, and it's daunting. What we're looking at right now is I spent hours building that crystal oscillator factory, or product line rather. I call them product lines because the whole thing is a factory, and the whole factory within a factory thing is kind of confusing, I think. But I spent hours last night building this, and it's not enough. It's just not enough. There's like all these oscillators, 24 a minute, which is a ton. That's a ton of oscillators per minute, and they're basically mostly getting consumed right over here in these 4 machines making computers. So. And we're actually looking at, I have to multiply the amount of computers I'm building by about 2. So I'm in the process of figuring that out. But one of the ways I build my factory is it's very, I'm really heavy into the blueprints. And I went so far as to put a button down so people can download my blueprints. But whenever I want to build like a product line, like if I need 8 assemblers all wired together, I've got a blueprint for that. Or if I need to build, stators, I've got a blueprint for that, so I can build a stator product line. You just got to plug in the raw materials. Reinforced iron plates, I got a whole factory for that. So the list goes on. So you see a lot of these, like the bolted frame here. That's a like a modular factory, and then like the four manufacturers together. That's kind of how I design my factory, and that's how I'm able to build it large, like exponentially faster. But how's the jam sesh, dude? How'd it go? Did you play any Nine Inch Nails or System of a Down? It made me so happy when I was requesting System of a Down, and then you were like, oh, I don't get enough of this. Like, that was awesome. The blueprints would make my life so much easier. Yeah, and they are free to download right down below. Some of them are broken, some of them are incomplete. There's your warning. But if you would like my blueprints, they are free of charge. Unless you want to hit that follow button. That's, I think, a pretty fair trade. But again, I don't. It's not mandatory, you know. It's not. I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, well, if you subscribe to my channel, you can. No, I'm not. I ain't lying in about that. So, but yeah, if you, all you got to do is plop them into your blueprint folder, and if you need instructions on how to do that, I'm happy to provide them. I also built the roof of something, which this is actually a first for me. I never build like the roof of anything. I never actually built all the tops of my factories look like this. So. That's my like radar tower, which is really nice to have because you can just see the nodes in the neighborhood. But yeah, that's what you do, WSW Lotus. You download my blueprints, put them in your folder, and reinvigorate your love for this game and get addicted, man. You just want one hit, man. Just one hit. Oh, there it is. Thank you for that follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Undead Legion. My name is Thordy. I play video games on the internet. I also do keep my follows I keep them anonymous, so if you want to lurk away, you certainly can. Oh, and here we go. I got a good greeting for all you raiders. Right, here we go.
The nerds have emerged from their basements, wearing strange costumes to shield their pasty skin from the moonlight.
There's the payment. Well, I appreciate it. Anything helps. I have had the goal of like where I'm at, like 1700. I've had that goal forever, and I just barely hit it like recently. But also, I'm not one of those who builds his value on or considers the value of a streamer how many followers they have. You know, it's just there, and the followers can come watch the stream and all that stuff. I just like to entertain people with my shenanigans, my nonsense, my malarkey, and what's the other one? Shenanigans, malarkey. Oh, and for those of you who are new here who haven't seen it, also, oh, that's right, I forgot, I put that up there. That was for the DDR stream. I'm gonna have to move that camera. Come here. Yeah, got it. See if I can show it from here. There's a giant Lego city behind me. Behind my green screen. I gotta go put this camera back on that tripod over there. But, yeah, I often try to show that when I can. There's videos on Instagram, but I gotta go hook that camera back up, put it where it goes. I forgot I had it up on the ceiling for the DDR stream. But speaking of DDR, I gotta take a quick break, so I will leave you with this. I'll be right back while this plays. Enjoy. Ugh. And I'm back. While I was up, I got myself a double shot here. So it was shutting down, but gotta head off, man. Have a great rest of stream. Looks like a solid hit in DDR. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that raid. If you guys aren't following Chef Negative, do so. The guy has that thing I've heard is described as talent. Able to play, like, instruments, like, on purpose. It's great. Highly recommend the Chef Negative stream. Good dude. Again, if that's not enough of an endorsement, let me drop my emotes. We're loving this Borderlands 3 soundtrack. I've been playing a lot of video game soundtracks in the background while we're playing Satisfactory because I need music. We need something going on because the music in the game, you can't do that for 12 hours straight. That's too much ambient, like chill, whatever you want to call it, Satisfactory music. So I been looking up video game soundtracks, and this Borderlands 3 soundtrack is 5.5 hours. The video is 5.5 hours. It's freaking awesome. Oh man, it's only 10:30, and if I drink this now, I'll have enough energy to stream for another like 12 to 13 hours probably. I don't think I'm going all night again. Who knows? I don't know how long I'm gonna go. We got so much to do. What are we doing now? Oh, we wanted to advanced aluminum production. We gotta unlock that. Let's go do it right now. You know, I am tempted to get the hypertubes. Should we make a hypertube network? Just totally sidestep and work on hypertubes, because the nice thing about hypertubes is you fall faster. It's easier to get downstairs. But, ooh, we can finish some of the stuff in the MAM too, but. Okay, we need some radio control units. Those are all the way at the bottom. Need some of those. Alclads, casings. How many Alclads? 400, and then just an exorbitant amount of wire. Like so much, just so much wire. What is this? Very random. Let's just skip it forward. That's better. Where in the world are you building right now? Earth. No, I'll stop. I'll show you in just a sec. Let me plug this stuff in. 3,000 wire. Jeez. It's just not enough. So I am right here. Also, are you familiar with Satisfactory Calculator? Do you want a tutorial on that? Because I'd be happy to show you how to use Satisfactory Calculator. But yeah, so grasslands we're down south here, and then the Red Forest Plateau, I'm like right on the edge of that. So there's this lake right here, there's the big void. Originally, I was gonna build the factory over this void, but I need water. I use modular, but thanks for the offer. Okay, right on. I've never heard of modular. I've only ever heard of Satisfactory Calculator. Oh, look at all this copper, dude. Oh my God. I didn't realize we had so much copper in the neighborhood. I have ideas. I know I have ideas of what those are gonna get used for. Very similar, but different UI. Okay, I got you. I like how you can upload your save file and get like a whole view of it and everything. But dude, that is a lot of copper. That kind of makes me think we could make those alclad casings, although again, it's really not that efficient. Oh, here we go, big red button. Wham!
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency.
Nice.
They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Good. That's good. All right, what are we're gonna do nuclear power. We're gonna do that next. Oh, we do need to collect supercomputers. I think what we'll do is just set up a depot. I don't think we're gonna run them all the way down to the hub just yet. Taking a small break because I'm driving myself nuts, trying not to laugh, making pain sounds. Trying to balance realistic and video gamey is hard. Yeah, and you know, something I notice whenever you see videos of actors doing like voice acting, you really see them in the booth, like getting into it and emoting. Like they don't just stand there and I am afraid. Like they have to, you know, like there was that one video, you may or may not have seen it. It was like the guy doing Goku and he's like in the booth just like you gotta like let loose and just let it happen, you know. And like one thing I'm sure you discussed in like acting school and stuff is that you just can't be afraid to be foolish in some way, you know. You gotta just like let it out. So I guess it's one of those things that it'll come more naturally, and you'll get more comfortable with it and stuff. Because you know, you just got to think about the fact they're not going to see what you look like while you make the noise. They're just going to hear it. So I don't know if I'm helping. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, but you know, I believe in you. Meanwhile, we're about to plunk down our resource well for nitrogen. Let's see, production resource well pressurizer. And actually, I forgot, dude, I totally forgot. Remember I was saying like, oh no, we're not gonna have enough water. Yeah, we are. Oh my God, I forgot. We've got 2 freaking water resource wells right here. You know what this means? Don't you know what this means? This can all be refineries. Look at all the refineries. We could just have so many refineries because we got all that water there. I forgot, because I know we got the nitrogen right here. But dude, we can have, there's just gonna be like so much water. Because there's one there, and then there's another one. What's that? What is that node? What's that? Hold on, we gotta go investigate. Is that Caterium? No way. Yeah? Is that an additional Caterium node? Beautiful. We don't need it yet, but we're gonna need that. That is, oh my God, very exciting. But how much can we get out of this? Oh, I have to start the fracking over there. But first, yeah, well, you know, we'll plug it in. Why not? Resource well pressurizer. We gotta dink this out of the way. Yeah, so Aquafina, we've been listening to the Borderlands 3 soundtrack and it legit fits, man. It's been a really good addition to the repertoire. Repertoire. There we go. Resource well. This soundtrack is fire. Yeah, right? I am impressed. Been working out. We might add Borderlands 4 and Borderlands 1. Borderlands 1 might be okay. I don't know. Oh, that's right. We can juice this sucker up too. Must be placed on an activated. Oh, how much power does this consume? I don't know. It's literally covering up the thing that says how much power. So. Oof. We're getting there again. Look at this. We're already like the max consumption is. That is so much stuff that's not being functional right now. But damn. 47. We've only got 4,000 to play with. Now, granted, we're only using 34, but I try to function from like max consumption. So we might need to go nuclear before we start doing like pressure wells and stuff. How much is this gonna take? 300. That's not that bad, right? 300, only 300. Had to do a little decorating in the power plant. Wanted to try making a blueprint, but put a pic in Discord. What do you got for me? Have a look-see. Drag this where I can see it. Oh, that's cool. Little like little huts. That's pretty cool. There's way more artistic talent than I expected to ever have. Than I've ever expected to have. Sometimes I don't words correctly, but that looks really good, dude. Frickin' 10 points to Gryffindor or Hufflepuff, whichever one you are. I got Slytherin. I was at a convention and this chick had a little hat with the little thing in it, and if you put it on the head, it tells you you're. I got Slytherin. I was like, I should have probably been Hufflepuff. I'm just gonna tell people I'm Hufflepuff from now on. That looks really good, dude. Aesthetically pleasing. I like it. I'm feeling intimidated. I feel like I gotta start making some kind of aesthetics. Totally Gryffindor. Yeah. 120 water per pure. We're gonna remove this though. We're not gonna use it right now, although it's really not using a whole lot of power, but we don't need it right now. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can probably just back up and yeah, so 6. It's got 6 pure, so that's 120. It's really not that much, but that should still be able to supply a bunch of, stuff, a bunch of refineries. So we're still gonna have like the central refinery, thing over here. But I'm a little concerned about this power grid now. So many refineries. It's the refineries that are, and the manufacturers too. Yikes. So we need to come up with a power solution probably soon. I was trying to not do another power. Why? What's going on? What's going on here? Oh, these are the bolted frames. Yeah, why are the bolted frames clogged? I have questions. I guess just because they're serving. Okay, it's fine. What was my brain thinking about? I was gonna try and avoid doing another power station because we did one last week, and I did the other turbo fuel off stream. Are we? Oh, we can unlock rocket fuel, Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I think we can unlock rocket fuel. What's this? We need fuel tanks. We can make those, right? Rocket fuel requires nitric acid, which we have nitrogen now. Oh, which also reminds me, Oh, we're literally at the MAM. I was like gonna go looking for it. Okay, hold on. Before I do that. Solution. Or not solution, but temporary solution. There we go. We can build the power augmenter, but it's gonna eat 10 sloops. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It's gonna touch me. Do you guys want to go shopping for sloops? Should we go fly over to the Dune Desert, pop out the Explorer, and go looking for some sloops? I don't know if that would be boring. The last thing I want is to bore everybody, but we might have to go take a drive and collect some sloops. Go pop out the Explorer and just kind of make a quick round through some of the Dune Desert, because I haven't been over there yet. I don't know if that's like an off-stream activity, or if we should do it, but I need some sloops. But we can afford the augmenter. Let's throw it down. Let's see if we're happy with it. Go for it. All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Captain Obvious. You knew what you were doing when you made that name. Oh, dude, I am unbelievably amused. What else did I need? Oh, the sand. Oh, I don't have any fluctuators cooking. I might need to make a fluctuator product line for that. Need more pewters. Pewters. Oh, we're starting to get that when it saves the game and it locks up for a little bit. It's starting to do that. All right, there we go. We'll get the power augmenter.
Power augmenter unlocked. Summer sloops naturally harvest. Yes, harvest energy from distant sources and distribute it locally. The power augmenter supercharges summer sloops by feeding it local power, increasing its harvesting range and efficiency, and thus power output. Basically, the more power it's given, the more it provides.
Do not loop the loop organ. It will shred and tear and unravel the threads, many temples burned.
Good to know, that confirms that hypothesis.
I gotta be honest, I still have no idea what's going on between those two. There's some kind of weird alien, like consciousness or something? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We just gotta finish. We gotta build some fluctuators here. I gotta get enough to, I just gotta get enough to build the thing. So I really should get a product line going with the fluctuators. We're gonna need them later. It's weird how they start becoming friends, right? Yeah, it's some kind of weird maybe it's related to that like interdimensional entity from Deep Space Nine when you go through the wormhole and there's like that like consciousness in there that doesn't understand linear time. That first episode was weird. That whole first season was kind of weird. I need to finish that show too. I've been told it gets really good like season 2 or 3, which is the same with like Next Gen. Next Gen was like that. What happened with Next Gen was like I always wanted to watch Star Trek Next Gen, and I didn't really want to just like binge it out, especially the first season. And a buddy of mine gave me like a list of 10 episodes to watch. He's like, these are like putting the best foot forward, try these. And then I watched those and then I got really into it. So I went back and binged out the whole show. And then I did the same thing for him with South Park. Because I was like, with South Park, you can't, at this point, you can't binge that show. You can't just like watch from the beginning and catch it. It's too much. And, but I was told him like, I got like 10 episodes that are like must watch episodes, like Die Hippie Die, which is my favorite. Make Love Not Warcraft. Thank you for hitting that follow button. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Undead Legion. I keep my follows anonymous, so if you want to lurk away, you go right ahead. We're playing Satisfactory, and we were about to throw down the power augmenter. What was the other episodes, though? There was a few other South Park episodes that are like just like must-watch episodes. Sometimes my talking doesn't work. I'm trying to think of what are the other ones I put on the list. Die Hippie Die and Make Love Not Warcraft. Oh, Junior Detectives. Super underrated. Like people do not talk about that episode enough. I don't know if I want to use the 10 summer sloops. We might have to go sloop shopping. Maybe not right now, but we might have to go sloop shopping. Let's just plop this sucker right here. This is kind of solving our problem because I was just saying we don't have enough power grid. Ooh, very nice. Cool. So now we can probably throw down that nitrogen well. Oh, and we can unlock rocket fuel, but we need to just build, we just need to build an aluminum. How many aluminum case thingamajigs do we need here? Aluminum somethings. Weird how they, oh, I read that. Yeah, it is weird how they start becoming friends. Quartz. We don't really need any. I definitely don't need this. I know where those all are. Getting there. We'll get there soon. Nutrients. No. What am I looking for? Deuterium? Ooh, I still need to unlock the priority power switch. I can literally do that right now. There we go.
Priority power switch unlocked. This assists with power grid management by automatically powering down specified connections when a grid failure
Sulfur.
is imminent.
I need to look in sulfur. There we go.
Use it to prioritize power for the most important infrastructure.
So we need, what was I looking for? There it is. Empty fluid tanks. So we just need some aluminum ingots. We can go steal some of those here momentarily. We just need 10 so we can unlock rocket fuel. And then maybe we considering a rocket fuel factory. Or maybe at the very least we just make some packaged rocket fuel so I can use it for my jetpack. A noble endeavor if there ever was one. Here we go. Grab just some ingots here. Yeah, I think we'll let the power augmenter ride. At least you get your sloops back, but we do need more sloops. I just do not have enough. Oh, we only needed 10. Let's let that finish what it's doing. Okay. Let's freaking go. Wait. Oh, I need some packaged rocket fuel, or turbo fuel as well. We got that. We got that. And bow. Let's go.
Rocket fuel unlocked. Pioneers will be able to use rocket fuel in the fuel generator and any vehicle that uses fuel, including the jetpack, with appropriate results. Warning: mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
I'll be the judge of that. Sweet. So then we just need for this. Oh, 100. Yeah, we're gonna wait. We gotta use 100 to 100. But this, by the time you're doing this, you can use it to. By the time you get to this point, you can start making the synthetic power shards. So you need 100 power shards, but we'll get there eventually. Ionized fuel is pretty gnarly to make, but rocket fuel is not that bad. So perhaps what we ought to do is head back over to the power plant and we gotta get nitric acid in there, don't we? And we also, now what we can do is we can start cooking hard drives again because we've unlocked more stuff that will allow us to unlock other stuff. Very descriptive, I know. Why is that yellow? Oh, because we're not feeding it, but it should still be working. So that's pretty good. We're getting a 5,000 megawatt power boost, so that's good. We don't have to actually make more power right now. But let me do some figuring out here. This is where we don't make it in the refinery, right? No, it's a blender. Need the blender. I haven't built a blender yet. It's my first blender since we started this map, anyway. So, oh, it takes more compact. Oh, but it spits out compact coal. Oh, I like the sound of that. We need the compact coal. That means we can. Hold on. We're doing something here. Something's going on. Yes. So if that spits out compact coal, because compact coal has to go in to use the turbo fuel anyway. Or to make turbo fuel. Yeah, so no, we're not really getting anywhere. It's more like a refund. We're getting a refund. We're getting a refund on our compacted coal. But we just need to get some nitric acid. We could go so far as to run. Oh. Or we can fly the turbo fuel in, because we don't need that much. We really don't need that much. So we can fly turbo fuel in with a drone. That'd be fun. Fly in packaged turbo fuel and then sink the we unpackage it, sink the buckets and the containers and the coal, or no, reuse it, just reuse them. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. You guys want to have fun? Let's have fun. This is gonna be fun. Oh my god, I'm excited. I've never done anything like this before. Okay, we have a goal. So what we're gonna do? We gotta fuel the. Oh, we can use the fuel. We can use the freaking turbo fuel. Fall faster. Yeah, come on, gravity. This is so exciting. I've never done it. I don't know if this will work, or if it'll be necessary to do it the way I'm thinking. I might just go ahead and run a belt rather than use. I don't know. A drone would be fun though, right? I don't really use drones all that often. 200 megawatts for a drone port. That's manageable. Which we're gonna want to put the drone port like right here, I think. And actually, it's gonna be funny because we're basically just gonna split it. Because this is where we fuel it. And then we just need an output. We don't need an input. So effectively, because we're transporting... This might not be efficient, to be fair. This might not be a very efficient use of my electricity and my power and all that stuff. But, don't matter. We're gonna give it a shot anyway, because I think this is gonna be fun. Oh, wow, that's far. Okay, maybe put the drone in another spot. That's like we're a lot farther than I thought it was gonna be. Well, this is technically outside, so I can just put it right here. And again, this is more of a proof of concept. We can make it pretty later. I hope you guys believe me when I say that. Oh wait, we're not even building the fuel here. Fuel is still down below. That's not far to go though. We can make it work. So here's how this is gonna go down. Actually, how about this? How about this? How about this? Smart splitter. And then we set this as the priority and make sure the overflow goes that way. That way the fuel is always flowing. The fuel must flow. And if this works, we won't even need it going in the dimensional depot anymore. Because who needs turbo fuel when you've got rocket fuel? We're gonna be building the big ass nitrogen fracking pressure well just for 10 nitric acid. It's okay, we're gonna be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and get this going all the way to the ceiling, and then this is gonna be an any. Perfect. So we've already got the turbo fuel on its way. Land. So we got the turbo fuel already getting fed. We have to power the machine. What's going on here? Oh, that's right. See, remember I was talking about how I was running out of encased industrial beams? That was when I had to throw down a building just to make some. Now I'm like inundated, and I don't have anywhere to put them all. Power. You know what? We'll do this. Don't you love just stealing it off of one building and connecting it? Okay, so we got to build a drone. That down right there. And what are we gonna name this? Anyone want to name my port here? I'm just gonna call it Turbo Fuel. But if you want to name the drone port, first come, first serve. I'll name it unless it's something obscene or absurd, or well, absurd is okay. Obscene is not. Okay, next. So that's done. That is done. That is already on its way. Now let's head home. Quite the distance, isn't it? I made a really big factory over here. Quite the distance. Right, and yeah. So, this will be built right over here. The Tenacious Turbo Tracker. I like it. The Tenacious Turbo Tracker. Like a Geo Tracker? Those were awesome. Those don't get talked about enough, and they're impossible to find. Good luck finding a Geo Tracker these days that's not been absolutely bodied. So we gotta try and find a nice little cross-section to where the nitrogen gas is gonna be. The nitric acid. I gotta make nitric acid, I think. Yeah, nitric acid. Which means a refinery, right? So let's do the nitric acid first. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll put the port right here, because then it's right here next to the train. We got a nice little thing here. Tenacious Turbo Tracker. And you know, you already got this freaking stream figured out, because you know I love my alliteration. I don't even know why. It wasn't even up to me. I didn't make a decision to like alliteration. So we won't need to put fuel to this one. This will just be like a receptacle. It's gonna be fun to make this like product line. So we're gonna have turbo fuel coming out. Now we need to unpackagify the turbo fuel, and I have no idea how many is gonna be coming out of this thing. So we have that to worry about. So let's make sure we have a canister just to kind of get us a buffer. This is gonna be kind of a proof of concept, so we're gonna make it kind of ugly. Hold on, you know where this is going. I gotta do it every once in a while. I just made this one.
Ugly! Ugly! Ugly!
So we're gonna throw down the package. This is gonna be the unpackager. So we're gonna be making. Wait, does it work like this? How do you unpackage something? Oh, down here. Okay, unpackaged turbo fuel. That's what we're looking for. The empty canister. So that is, let's see, 20 go in, and then 20 come out. Do that, plug this into that. Wait, plug it, what do you mean plug it? Oh yeah, because the packaging, yeah, package goes in, and then we gotta unpackage. I don't know. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough room here, so I am gonna have to build this. I'm gonna have to do this somewhere else. I think we're gonna go down a floor. We're right by the fracker over there, so right here is as good a spot as any, I suppose. So we gotta put a packager down. Ooh, ma'am, research, let's go. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, stop. Oh, I have 2 of these ready to go. Classic battery, sold without hesitation. Ooh, diluted fuel though. But dude, no, classic battery. Dude, this alternate recipe, I cannot endorse it enough. Making batteries is such a pain in the ass. Classic battery all day. Freaking awesome. Yes, sold. For the highest bidder. And then we can still get nitro rocket fuel or a cooling device. Ooh. No, we'll go with the cooling device, because we're not going to do nitro rocket fuel. And then we'll go ahead and scan another hard drive. All right, now, back to where I was, which was right here. We got the packager depackagifying the rocket fuel. No, the turbo fuel. So that turbo fuel needs to go into a blender. I got a blueprint for that. I know I've been bringing it up constantly, but I'm still like impressed. This soundtrack, man, all day with this. We've been going for 2 hours. How long have I been streaming? 4 hours. Where have I been? I know, right here. But and surprisingly, that DDR stream did not take it out of me as bad as I thought it would. Although I didn't last as long as I usually do. Oh, you know what? We'll elevate the packager here. Wait, don't I have a triple packager blueprint? I do. But it puts it on the floor, so we still need to elevate this whole situation here. And I'm not really liking where I'm about to put... Oh, you know what? Put it over in this corner. Here we go. So that way it doesn't really get in the way of any of the refineries. Beautiful. What's the constructor for? Actually, we're not going to need the constructor, so I can just like delete that from the blueprint. Because it's going to be packaging going in, and then it's going to be fluid coming out. And we're just going to route that directly into just the output or the input. I can't tell. I don't know which way the blender is facing. That is the input. That's what we wanted. So, I'm just going to take a pipe here. Sitting here floating around, bouncing, trying to make it work, and all I gotta do is get the hovercraft. It's off a little bit. I know I said it was temporary, but this might be a little bit less temporary. Oh my god, it's so slightly off. I don't care. It's fine. I'm not gonna cringe. Alright, done my first passover of all my lines. Tomorrow night will be me going over them and doing any retakes of lines I don't like. But for now, I'm off to bed. Well, thanks for coming by, Aquafina. Always happy to have you. Grats on the hard work doing the voice acting and stuff. Happy for you, proud of you, all that good stuff, dude. Happy to have you here on the Thor the Undead channel. Hope to see you next time. I'll be back tomorrow night when the Zombro Combro rides again. Good luck, have fun, good game, good night. As always, without hesitation,
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!
I know you were waiting for it. Aquafina Army, everyone! Alright, good job. Woohoo! You get it. Alright, let's go. So, that is turbo fuel. That is turbo fuel coming out. We're making rocket fuel. So, with this, we're doing unpackaged turbo. That's like perfect. Oh my god. I hope we're making enough. I hope it's 60 coming out. Oh, not packaged. We want to make unpackaged. I've never used like these unpackaged. This is new to me. Unpackaged turbo. Turbo. Oh, nope. Unpackaged turbo fuel. And then the canisters. When in doubt, make the factory bigger. Yeah, it does seem kind of backwards, doesn't it? No, this will be fine. This will be fine. Because we're gonna have to do more packagers that are gonna have to repackage. I feel like this might not be the best place for this. I gotta run nitric acid into this, right? So I gotta make the nitric acid. How the hell do I need a blender to make nitric acid, don't I? No, refinery. Or not? How the hell do I make do I not have the recipe for nitric acid yet? should. I have the recipe for nitrogen. Huh. I might not have unlocked it yet. I might have to put this project on hold for a little bit. Nuclear power. Leading edge production. Oh, well, I'll be freaking damned. I have to wait for particle enrichment, and I don't have turbo motors yet. So I can't even, damn it, I can't even make nitric acid. I was all excited too. That's okay, we'll get it later. Not a big deal. That means we're just ahead of the curve. Yeah, we're just ahead of the curve making, oh man. Whew, wasn't ready for that. After all this, after all of that double shot, this is not a commercial for Starbucks. I don't really drink Starbucks, but these things are legit. But yeah, damn, I don't even have nitric acid. I was all excited, but that's fine. We'll get it later. Means I'm ahead of the curve with the unlocks is what I meant to say with the rest of that sentence. Sometimes I gotta make sure I finish my sentence. I'm gonna stop interrupting myself. Oh, and copper powder. I'm so copper. That's gonna. Although we do have those 3 nodes to tap, and we're collecting a lot more water. We got that going on. But yeah, no, for sure, that's gonna be a lot of copper powder we're gonna need. But let's go upstairs really quick. I do have extras. Nice. But what we're gonna do is make a dimensional depot. Just put it right here. We're gonna put a smart splitter. Throw some overflow on there, and there we go. Cool. Now we'll at least get supercomputers going to our dimensional depot. I don't want to run a belt all the way down to our hub just yet. But we got to make sure we got enough supercomputers. We're gonna need them. I'd like to make some hypertubes around here. "40 seconds till the MAM research." Idea for a blueprint. Do the unpackager for the turbo fuel, so we can ship the turbo fuel over and unpackage. It might be kind of specific and unnecessary to do that, but I might be able to do that for the blueprint. But we gotta. That's one thing at a time here. We gotta cable, concrete. So much concrete. We need 1,000 cable. And a couple of heavy mod frames. Couple tree 4. There we go. Not enough room in my inventory for them. Damn it. Where the hell did I get these? The empty fluid tanks. I didn't make that many. Was I sitting on those this whole time? I don't even know. Heavy mod frames, heavy mod frames, heavy mod frames. Where's the heavy mod frames? Am I blind? Okay, you know what? In the amount of time I spend, there we go. Big red button, you know what, you love it. Whap.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste. Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation are also contracted to work on Project Assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project Part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible. Any unnecessary delays will be noted.
Not bad. So, do we rescan? I don't really need either of these. Ooh, heat exchanger. Again with the rubber. But this could actually be pretty useful. Electromagnetic control, the alternate electromagnetic control rod. So much rubber. All right, we'll get them all. So that I'm gonna have to probably hand jam a bunch of these filters to unlock the hazmat suit. I can only make 7. Oh, I need a ton of coal. Oh no, it's the fabric. Which, now that I think about it, mycelia, we should get this. Yeah. Oh my god, I could have unlocked that like ages ago. You don't really need much fabric. It really is just for the filters, but we're gonna need the filters when it's time to do nuclear. So that said, given our current power situation and where we're at right now, I'm thinking because it takes a lot to jumpstart nuclear. So I'm thinking we got about 10,000 to play with. We actually have like 15,000 to play with because a lot of my stuff is broken. So I'm thinking we might want to clean up the factory and just see what our max, bring our max consumption down so that's not messing with my head. But we got like 15 to play with. It takes a lot to get nuclear started. So I might want to start getting the nuclear plant ready. What do we need to make? So first off, we've got this blueprint, the uranium fuel rod, which I can build. I can build these, just about all of those are replenishing in my inventory. So I can build the uranium fuel. I gotta build 12 of those. If we're gonna do 36, reactors. One uranium fuel rod product line, whatever you want to call it, that can feed 3 reactors. So 300 uranium will feed 36 reactors with this blueprint. Use it because it's the alternate fuel, which one little thing about the blueprints, if you haven't unlocked the alternate recipe, it'll work. You can unlock the alternate you can gain access to the alternate recipe with the blueprints. But anyway, 12 of these. And this blueprint is no freaking joke. Like, it is massive. And it's got 7 inputs. Like, so it's a lot. It's a lot to. This will take us probably all of next Friday's stream. So yeah, maybe we'll save that. Maybe we'll build the nuclear power plant next weekend for the Friday stream. And tonight and tomorrow, we'll focus on kind of getting the other stuff going. And besides, I don't have nitric acid yet, and we'll need nitric acid to get that going. So we've got to get the particle acceleration. I really don't want to build the hazmat suit right now. I shouldn't need it until next week, right? So what about particle acceleration? What is that looking like here? Enrichment, particle enrichment. Yeah, leading edge. Ooh, that gets us turbo motors. I like the sound of that. But we need the fused mod frame to get that. And this too, we need both. So leading edge is going to have to be first. So the fused frame is built in the blender, and this one is actually, I think we're going to have a pretty easy time getting this going because I'm right on top of the nitrogen. Most games I've got to go and find nitrogen and route it all the way to the factory, but in this game we're parked right on top of a nitrogen node. So this is not. Oh, but the casings. Heavy mod frames were fine though. I'm making plenty of heavy mod frames. That won't be a problem. But the casings, we need more aluminium. A lot more. So we're probably gonna have to multiply out the aluminum product lines. Because I'm only making, what, I only got like four refineries cooking aluminum. And in the at the end of the day, we can get like 4 times that. I mean, I just got to route in more bauxite and coal. That's all it takes with because we're doing sloppy alumina. Yeah, bauxite and coal. That's all you need. And water, obviously, but water's water. So we could build this first. And the aluminum casings we're using for the radio control units, we can cut that in half. We don't need to build as many radio control units as we're building. So we could at least get this on its way, so we're at least getting them in our inventory, so we can use them to unlock things, particularly getting turbo motors, so we can start using Mark III. We're almost up to Mark III miners already. I didn't think it would go this fast. So that's going to be good. But I think where we're at right now, I think I'm about ready to wrap up the stream. I have been streaming a lot this weekend, and I got some stuff I got to do. We're coming up on midnight. So I think that's a good place to leave it, is we're going to get ready to grab some... We're gonna get ready to do nuclear power next weekend, and then I still got tomorrow night after the Zombro Combro does dark. And so threat level zombie will probably end his stream at about 10. So I'll switch to Satisfactory after we do Dead Space 3. But for now, my off-stream stuff is really gonna be the boring stuff. Like I'll multiply aluminum. No one really no one's really gonna. I don't think anyone's gonna be missing anything if I do aluminum a second time. I did that yesterday. So. The aluminum, maybe get the rocket fuel going once I unlock... Well, I don't even know if I'm going to make it to unlock nitric acid. So, we got a few... Oh, I got to multiply the number of assembly sister control units or whatever those are called. Got to multiply those out. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll call it a night. I have had enough. I'm pretty tired. And, what do you say? Thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming by, Captain Obvious. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good time. We normally stream Satisfactory Friday nights. I go like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Like I go a full like 12 hours because I'm a night shift worker. So I'm usually up all night anyway. So Friday nights is usually, right now that's the main Satisfactory stream. Saturday is actually a random night for me. We had a bonus stream because the community points thing. So this was a bonus stream, and then Sundays are also I'll be streaming on Sundays as well. I always stream Sundays. Usually it's horror games, but tomorrow's different because I'm doing a collab stream with Threat Level Zombie, and we're gonna play Dead Space 3 co-op. But once he taps out for the night, I'll switch to Satisfactory. So that's kind of the rundown of what we're looking at over the next week or so. Follow me on the Instagrams, the TikToks, the YouTubes. I'm putting out, well, pick one. Don't follow me on all 3 because it'll be the same video. Sounds good. I'll tune in for the next one. Hell yeah, Captain Obvious. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Authority Undead Legion family. The Legion family. I'm going to call it that. No, I'm not. But I might. I don't know. Time will tell. Good luck. Have fun. Good game. Let's find somebody to raid. Is anyone playing Satisfactory that we want to raid? Who is out there? I like making new friends this way. Just raiding random people. So, hey, there's me. I can see my face. Look at that. Who is about? Who's this guy? Nethercloud. Nethercloud. We'll raid this dude. He looks like he's having a good time. Don't know anything about this streamer, but they're playing Satisfactory, so we'll get in there and say hi and make friends. And I will be back tomorrow night. Good luck, have fun, good game, and I will see you next time.